Frazier and Maestro styles, you know we got one. Right back like we left something. We don't duck smoke, we want all of it. So line them up, Trey sharp with the blade, you know we sizing it up. I'm quick to catch the fade, you know Styles making the cut. Cause we coming out clean every time that we showing up.
It's gonna be called The Barbershop.
Yo, what up? What's going on, folks? Welcome back. It's a brand new episode of the Barbershop Sports Talk Podcast. We are streaming live on the Facebook page, also live on YouTube, on Instagram Live, on Twitter as well, and on Twitch. It's your boy Trey Frazier in the building. Got the homie Maestro Styles in the house as well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, what's good, man? What a week, man. What a week.
What a fucking week, man. Hey, look, man. Blessed and highly favored, man. Things is a changing. A change is gonna come, like Sam Cooke say, and we gonna keep grinding, man. It's just what it is. It's grind season. It appears, so we locked in.
Yep. Just a few announcements, man, before we really kind of, get into the knee deep of, what's been going on in the AFC North this past weekend. Some special shout outs, man. Our brother Sharif, man, always doing something great, these days and really forever, really, for that matter, man. You and I and the fellas, hooked up downtown DC. Shout out to the, good folks over there at, if I pronounce this correctly, Cache. Hopefully that's the correct pronunciation of the restaurant, but they had a soft opening over the weekend, Saturday night. Great turnout, saw some faces, we knew from, other circles and, all that good stuff, man. And look, man, I can't say nothing about our brother, man. He's always, doing something innovative, always on the hustle. And, that's what I can appreciate about him. So, congrats to him, congrats to his team and, everybody else. I know they're having a grand opening at some point later in the month. I don't know exactly when that date is, but, we'll certainly, for you folks in the DC area, we'll certainly keep you posted on that. But, salute to the fam, for, making it happen.
Yeah, shout out to Sharif and his team. Shout out to Cache DC. Nice event space. Nice spot to cool out with. It was a nice spot. The food was good. The service was good. The vibes was good. So, definitely recommend anybody check out Cache DC if you're looking for a place to go out in the nightlife. Definitely a spot, man. So shout out to Cache DC and the whole team.
Yep, for sure. So you didn't get a chance to tag along with me the night before. Got an exclusive invite to April Watts, and shout out to April Watts because she came on to the podcast back in March. Did a really great job with covering that fight earlier on, but she made mention that she was doing this in Baltimore City, opened up a brand new content studio. And, I told
I don't know if you're breaking up for everybody, if you're just breaking up for me, y'all. Pardon. You good? No, you're not good.
Apologies, folks. Yeah, you got me.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah. I should have warned the listeners and the watchers. It's gonna be one of those nights. So early apologies, for everybody out there. But like I was saying, I wanted to shout out April Watts, former radio DJ in the area here. Has got a brand new content studio, which is also an event space. She invited me and you. Of course, you couldn't make it, but I went out Friday night to the soft opening of her IMC Creates content studio, which is also an event space for podcasting, music recording, photography, videography, you name it, all kinds of dope stuff with the studio. Her and her partner, they really did a great job with the space. They are having a grand opening this Saturday, November 15th from 10 to 2. The address is there, 608 Water Street, Baltimore, Maryland. If you're in the Baltimore area, DC, Maryland, wherever you're at, if you happen to be in the area, come out to this event. Going to be some dope people to meet. And, if you got ideas, for content, man, this may be one of the spots that you guys want to, go check out. So congrats to April Watts on this event and on this space. For that matter, we got some folks doing some great things out there, man. So
shout out to everybody, man, and make sure y'all get out and support these people. Having events and we pushing content creation and creativity, man. So shout out to everybody involved.
Yeah, no doubt. Quick one more thing too. Got a guest coming on tonight. Was with us before, Chris Lewis, aka they call him C. Lou from Sports After Dark, along with the good folks over there. Shout out Ashley Baker and the kid Young Hev.
Yes, sir.
Coming through tonight, talking some Indianapolis Colts. He's a big time Colts fan, and then we'll talk some other stuff NFL wise. A little bit of NBA talk. There's been some some news with with some GM situations going on in the NBA. So we'll get opinions on that front. But it's time, man. It's time for some of that the AFC North talk, man. I'm gonna let you go because I know if I start talking, this Wi-Fi gonna act crazy. So
it's like I said last week, bruh. I would love to sit here and act like I got excited about the Colts win, quality win. We take W's, all those things. But I said on the pod last week, I wouldn't be surprised if we came into this and went into Los Angeles and stunk it up. I would not be surprised in the slightest. And we did exactly what I wasn't surprised to see. Obviously, I was hoping for a different result. I wouldn't go as far as to say, I predicted they was going to blow this game. But like I said, I just wouldn't be surprised. I don't know what this team is, who this team is. I'm past the point of excuses about such and such was injured, and bro, it's week. We're going into week 10, bro. At this stage, this is where teams should be finding out who they are, and we still have no clue. And for that reason, I don't have much hope. I didn't have much hope going into the season, so it's like there's that thing. I'm always going to celebrate when we winning, and I'm always and as it stands, I know what our schedule look like, and I know what the Ravens schedule look like. But as it stands right now, we on top of the North. I'm gonna celebrate that until it's not the case. If that happens, right now we on top of the North. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm happy with how the Pittsburgh Steelers look. We look like shit again. Fresh off a week where we played our most complete game. I don't know what kind of is that thing. We wake up for the people that we feel like, we can really make some headway if we beat this team, and then we go lose against a team that, and I ain't gonna say we shouldn't have lost against, but I am at the same time gonna say we should.
It was limping. It was limping. The Chargers were limping. Yeah. They lost both tackles.
We shouldn't have lost to this team. I don't feel we get gashed by another. I don't know who this running back is. I don't even like it's just. Hey man. I'm not happy. Because the game was close until it wasn't, and it was just like, but nothing about what we did in that game made me feel like, we're gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? It was terrible, man. I don't have nothing nice to say. And I'm not happy, man. I'm not happy. I'm not pleased. it's frustration, man. It's frustration.
Unlike the other losses, because if I remember correctly, all the previous losses were mostly on the defense. This one right here against the Chargers
was on the offense.
It was on the offense this time around. I think this may be the first time I think we've seen Aaron Rodgers have a rough game this season. I think that's where, at least as somebody, watching the game because it's an important game in the North, paid a lot of attention to some of the details. And, I talked about it. Both tackles for the Chargers, lost for the season. And, you got an opportunity for, TJ Watt and, Highsmith to really kind of tee off there. And, it looked promising in the beginning. It looked promising, the first several drives, but, I think the Chargers figured it out relatively, easier toward the end of that, half going into that third quarter. And
more than that, Trey, they figured it out on defense. They figured it out on defense.
Yeah.
They and Collinsworth was calling it like they'll flush him and make him have to step back, and then they'll catch him they'll meet Aaron Rodgers there when he step up in the pocket.
Yep.
I seen Bud Dupree get a sack that way. I forget the other guy. It was just like, it's just like, man, God bless Aaron Rodgers, Hall of Fame quarterback, all the things, right? And he's been effective, but this just wasn't his game. He didn't have a good game.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit here and act like, he's trash. I do think, I guess I got to kind of walk back the whole washed up conversation, because
he hasn't been the problem like through 10 games.
Right. He hasn't been the problem at all. And if anything, he has been the better player on the offense. You know what I'm saying? Like there may be a conversation for some other players on offense, but I mean, I think he's been the guy on offense. But that also goes to show you the state of this offense. That a 41-year-old quarterback is I get it, Hall of Fame and all the things. This guy he's leading the league in touchdowns, or at least he was going into the game, and that's one thing. But it's not like he's been tearing it up. He ain't been tearing the league by taking the league by storm. And we ain't in conversations about Aaron Rodgers being an MVP or all-team offense or nothing like that. We're just talking about him coming in and doing the necessary things it took for an offense to win a game, especially when defenses give you short fields.
Yeah.
But by no stretch, and again, that's what you should ask for from a 41-year-old quarterback.
Yeah.
That, he should manage the game properly. That's what.
For sure.
This is not a shot at Aaron Rodgers. This is a shot at the entire offense. This is a shot at Arthur Smith at this stage of the game. This is a shot at Terrell Austin at this stage of the game, the defensive coordinator. It's a shot at the defensive players where we're supposed to be strong at. This is a shot at T.J. Watt, Cam Hayward, Alex Highsmith, Jalen Ramsey, even though he's a newer player. Like these veterans, Darius Slay, these veterans who are Patrick Queen, who was missing so many tackles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is a shout out to more. This is like Aaron Rodgers. This ain't on Aaron Rodgers, even though he didn't play. So even in the midst of him not playing, playing his worst game of the season so far, nobody could, like Chris Boswell missed a field goal, and nobody's mad at Chris Boswell, and nobody has the right to be mad at Chris Boswell.
They shouldn't be.
These are the two most consistent players on the team. Our quarterback that's 41 years old, and our kicker. And that says a lot. That says a lot, and it says a lot in a negative. We some shit, we some cold shit, and I'm cool, with that. It just pisses me off when we some shit, and then I hear rumors about the Steelers saying they want to play Will Howard this year. They want to give him playing time.
I haven't heard that.
Look, I don't know if it's real or fake. I'm just telling you some of the shit I read. And if that's the case, it's like, y'all, we could have just played Will Howard if that was the case. We didn't have to get Aaron Rodgers. We could have put that $10 million into a number 2 receiver that we don't have. because when DK Metcalf is shut down, what are we doing with the throwing game, with the passing game? And so it's just like, hey man, we need to get our shit together. I didn't go into the season expecting us to be, a Super Bowl contender this year, but here we are with the same shit as last year. It seems, meaning that we can't get our shit together, man. We can't get our shit together. We are just a mid team. We are a mid team, and that's just what it is. That's just what it is. So I just don't like getting beat like that. I don't like getting beat like I hate games where it's just like it's one thing to lose a game where we get our shots and they get their shots and then we lose the game at the end of the day. But it just, when I watch it, just look like we getting gashed on offense, like we getting gashed on defense. It just like we just losing in all phases when we lose this way, and it's frustrating to see. It's one thing to be a mid team, but okay, the defense held it down. But it gets to the point where the defense are, because now they overworked and now they starting to get gashed. This shit just looks trash.
Yeah,
I hate looking at it. I did look at majority of this game, but not all of it.
You fell asleep. You fell asleep.
And gladly, a man can only take so much. Yeah. A man can only take so much.
An old man can take so much.
I'm talking about watching that shit. Like, look, man, I value my mental health, bro. My cup has to stay half full because I gotta pour into motherfuckers all the time. You're not gonna do this to me, football and Pittsburgh Steelers. You're not gonna do this to me. So I will gladly cut this game off and fall asleep at fucking third quarter.
Yeah, shout out to the homie C-Hen right here, man.
What up?
What's going on? DK to number 2. You need a wide receiver 1. DK is looking for his JSN counterpart or old man Lockett in Pittsburgh.
That is a humbling statement that you said, bro, because you're right. You're right. But we paid him as a number 1, and that's the problem.
Yeah, $150 million, man. Right after the trade. Just said, hey, this is you are a guy. Ship Pickens off. That's what
we did.
Ship Pickens off, and
that's what we did. I mean, look, I get it, man. I get this offense resembles that Tennessee Titans offense that with Tannehill and Jonnu, like it was a run heavy. You had one main guy at wide receiver in AJ Brown. You had a run. At least they were trying to establish a running game.
Yeah.
And then you throw to the tight ends. This resembles the same kind of offense they was running in Tennessee when they went to the AFC Championship. A couple years back with Tannehill. I get what Arthur Smith is trying to do. Is not working here. Yeah. I don't know if it's the offensive line. Well, I do know the offensive line got something to do with it, but it also got something to do with DK Metcalf. DK Metcalf is older. He's not young AJ Brown.
So when you say he's older, you're just saying he just been in the league a little while. I don't know.
We're talking 10 years. How old is he? I won't say the back end, but I mean, look.
Okay.
He hasn't.
Okay, now that's fair.
Well, let's say this. We can all agree that even in his past 2 years in Seattle, he wasn't the same guy as he was in his first 6 years.
Yeah, I just thought maybe a couple of injuries here or there kind of messed him up, but I don't know that he's on the wrong side of 30. I don't even know if DK's 30 yet. Like,
I'm not talking about age. I'm talking about production.
Yeah, no, I got you. I got
everybody. Everybody not going to be a number 1 receiver at 27 or at 28. Maybe you would think that that's your prime. You would think that that's when you got to be the guy. But it appears to me. It appears that his better years are behind him, or maybe this wasn't the system for him. One of the two. But it appears his better years are behind him.
I would lean more toward maybe the system not being for him than it would be his days behind him.
Right now, I don't know until he goes to another team, and he locked in with us for a little while.
Yeah. I mean, offensive line might have something to do with that. Having a 40-year-old quarterback certainly has something to do with it, even though he's been productive, up through 10 games. Like I said, this was his only bad game. If I, remember, all the games he's played up to this point, this has really only been his bad game. So, shout out to Pays and Plays podcast. He says, I'm seeing that play when A-Rod got the safety when he tried to move away. That was the first time I really saw his age show.
I've been seeing his age all year. I've been seeing it all year.
I could agree with that though. Like you've seen
He's good.
you've seen his age show in certain spots.
I mean, all year.
Yeah.
I mean, all year. Look, again, and that's not to say he's not playing good football. You know, in totality.
Yeah.
He's playing good football, but it's just, but you know he 40 when he on that field. You know he 40.
Mm-hmm.
It just hit different. It just hit different when he want to stretch a play. It looks different.
Yeah.
That trot ain't the same. You could tell he's slower.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. Look, man. Buffalo in the near future. Baltimore twice in the near future. Cincinnati again. Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, man. Look, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I got something on Buffalo a little later in the show. But
yeah, I'm gonna have to walk that back too.
I have to talk about some, because a couple things happened that I think is going to have a real reflection on what's going to happen in that AFC East. Because I don't remember who I picked in that Bucks Patriots game, but you certainly had the Bucks beating New England on Sunday, and I'm sure everybody had Buffalo beating Miami. And both of those things happened the exact opposite way. And now you're looking at a 2-game lead in the division for the Patriots. And look, schedule is, soft as cottonelle, for New England, and Buffalo still got some tough games coming up. So that this past weekend might be the turning point in the AFC East race.
Look, I'm not gonna sit here and we've done this for the past 2 or 3 years with Buffalo. Is Buffalo done?
Mm-hmm.
Have they, have they kind of reached their pinnacle? And I'm a wait and see.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also I'm gonna stick with how I feel about Buffalo and where I feel their ceiling is for the season. I'm gonna stick there, meaning I think they should be in the Super Bowl. I'm gonna stick there, but I'm not gonna lie and say I didn't watch some of that game against Miami and be like, yeah.
Well, you
know what I'm saying?
You can watch that and say they're not catching the Patriots. I don't know that I come away from that saying that they still gonna have a chance to make a run to the Super Bowl, because I still think Buffalo is gonna get in the playoffs. I still think they're gonna get there.
Yeah, that's not the argument at all.
Yeah.
I'm talking about last week. I said I'm projection wise, I'm looking at Buffalo and I'm looking at Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
I said that.
Yep.
I remember it. I said it because I meant it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And I admit that looking at that game, I'm like, I'm not willing to come off of that. I'm just saying that they look a little meh. They look a little
bad loss for sure. Bad loss.
They look a little man, and they look a little man in November. You know what I'm saying? Now, early November, cool. However you want to slice it. It's November.
Yeah.
These again start with my first point when I'm talking about Pittsburgh. You should know who you are, right? You should know who you should be on. You shouldn't be losing games that you're not supposed to lose in November if you're a serious team in the league.
Yeah, it's the term things that make you scratch your head that I said maybe a couple weeks ago. There's going to be some teams that's going to be on a come up that's got some good records, and you look down their schedule and you're going to see some games that you think they're going to win these games, and it's going to be some L's where you just like, what the, like this? Like what? Like that's how I felt about Miami versus Buffalo. Like they fired the general manager. Like they ready to wrap the whole season up. And these niggas go down to Miami and they almost get shut out. Like, let's be clear. They almost got shut out throughout this whole game.
Yeah.
Right. That is a bad loss. With that being said, I think they'll be okay. Playoff wise, I just think this was a pivotal turning point this weekend in who's going to win the East and who's going to be the wild card. And right now, New England is in that driver's seat, and what a win they got against the Buccaneers. That's a solid win for the New England Patriots.
Yeah. And
on the road.
And it's not like Tampa Bay, played a bad game. They played a game and New England played a game.
That's right.
And New England played a better game. Mm-hmm. So I mean, you ain't. That's the fact, and you gotta take that as it is. They shout out to the Patriots.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Patriots.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, back to the North though. I got to give a shout out to my defense that went into Minnesota on Sunday. Man, Malachi Starks with his first interception off the JJ McCarthy deep ball. Shout out to Marlon Humphrey on the interception off of one of JJ McCarthy's deep balls again. Shout out, to this defense, putting the lockdown on Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, bro. I'm not gonna hold you, bro. I'm not impressed. Not impressed. I'm sure he's telling y'all about how this all of a sudden this team has fixed themselves, and I disagree. Baltimore got to play somebody for real, and it's going to be, for me, it's different. I ain't talking about the Rams, not because the Rams ain't a good offense, but we've known the Rams to kind of lay offensive eggs before. They're a good team all around, offense and defense. So I get the 17-3. Okay, you held them to 3 points. Or
17
back rest. I'm sorry.
17.
Okay, you held them to. You're right. My fault. You held them to 17 points. That's a good offense. Okay, cool.
Held the Bears under 20. Bears. Only team at the Bears under 20. Only team the whole
sure
under 20.
But we don't believe I'm sorry, we don't believe the Bears. I guess they got a decent offense, but we don't believe the Bears for real. And then we talking about the Vikings, and I forget who y'all played. Is that the 3 games?
Miami.
3 sample size? Miami. I'm sorry, in Miami. Yeah, whoop-de-doo, bruh. I don't feel like y'all have had the test yet to say this defense is where, we talking about this team.
No, that's fair. I mean, if you want to say, wait until we play Buffalo or Kansas City, okay, sure.
I mean, obviously you got to play who's on your schedule.
They're not on our schedule. We played them already, right? and we saw how that worked out early on in the season. But they were bad against the Texans, a Texans team that was struggling on offense, and that was
what they scored in that game again.
Who, the Texans?
They scored in that game again? Yeah,
like 40.
I just didn't remember.
The Texans was like the get right game for the Texans, man. Like what are we talking about here? Like, but to kind of get back to the game, man. Look, any offense with Justin Jefferson in it, you always gotta be, on the lookout for. I mean, we've talked religiously about the Vikings and how Kevin O'Connell is a great coach in terms of getting the quarterback to play well. Justin Jefferson is a top 2 receiver. Jordan Addison is one of the better number 2s in the league. Aaron Jones ain't no slouch.
We also got to keep it a buck that JJ McCarthy is unproven right now.
Fair. That's certainly fair. Facts.
Yeah,
facts.
That's it. That's
facts.
All I'm saying. I'm not that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying don't praise your defense. Y'all did what y'all did.
Yeah, tough place to play, bro. Like that place is no joke, bro.
Pittsburgh did a similar thing, is what I'm saying. And
I get it.
Lord knows how we are. Like Justin Jefferson did not eat. I don't recall him eating too crazy against us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
And that was Carson Wentz too.
Sure. I'm just
let's be clear.
At this stage of the game, you trust JJ McCarthy more than he's not that bad, but you trust JJ McCarthy over Carson Wentz at this stage of the game?
Yes, I do. And I say that with confidence.
Okay, we disagree. But you know what I'm saying?
All good.
Yes. So I mean, with all that being said, obviously you praise your defense when they hold any team under that 25. I think 25 is a comfortable mark where it's like, okay, the defense did a decent job in the NFL today. If you hold them under that, you can say, okay, they did a decent job. If you hold them under the 25, then you can say, cool, they did a decent job.
We've been holding them under 20. We've been holding them under 20. Four straight games.
All I'm saying is don't get too much in. Don't drink too much of the Kool-Aid. It's what I would say to Ravens fans. Don't drink too much of the Kool-Aid.
Well, my mindset right now, and I'll say this, and we'll get the guest in here in a few, but my mindset right now is let's try to win the North. I can't think about Super Bowl right now. Like we were 1-5. We were dead in the water, and we get Lamar back. Defense makes some changes. And shout out Draymond Jones, too. I know he didn't get much playing time, but he definitely got a couple of hits on the quarterback on Sunday, which helped with, getting pressure on the quarterback, which is something we really need on this defense. So, shout out to him for making a contribution and everything like that. But right now, man, I'm just focused on, hey, can we just make this interesting and get the AFC North? Worst case, be a wild card, and you know how I feel about what's been happening in the AFC. I still feel it to this day. If we don't win the North, we may be out just because of how loaded this conference is. And I get Jacksonville can easily fall off, and Travis Hunter get well soon. For certain there. I get the Chargers got injuries with both tackles on that O-line. They look like they're gonna be okay. I just don't know. And the Texans, I won't sleep on the Texans. And I know Stroud is out, still with the concussion stuff. But
but Davis Mills played a hell of a game.
Yeah,
played a hell of a game.
He
played a hell of a game.
There's more. I don't know what that says more about Davis Mills or about Jacksonville blowing a 20-something point lead in that game.
I'm gonna say Jacksonville, to be honest with you. but shout out to Davis Mills because your quarterback out that you still want to win games. He got you a win, even if it was on poor, Jacksonville defense back. It is what it is. You still had to make the plays. You still had to make the throws. So shout out to Davis Mills on doing that. I'm not gonna go as far as to say, like I saw something Monday morning saying, like, alluding to maybe they should keep Davis Mills in when CJ Stroud get heavy, get healthy.
Yeah,
that type of bullshit that's the type of bullshit that be coming on social media threads.
Yeah,
it's like, yo, like I'm not on it like that. But you need your backup to win games. You need him to be able to manage a game where he can get a win when you out, and he did that. Shout out to him. But even more shout out to the Jacksonville Jaguars in that respect.
And by the way, the Texans still can play some defense. And I know the numbers didn't look like they looked, on Sunday, but they still going to be formidable on defense down the stretch. So,
yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, folks, Chris Lewis, aka C. Lou, as they call him on the internet streets, and co-host of Sports After Dark, which you can find on YouTube and on playback.tv and all that good stuff, man. Hey, Chris, man, appreciate you coming back, man. I know it's been a minute, but how's everything, man? And let us know what you got going with Sports After Dark.
Yeah, appreciate you, having me back on. You can hear me, right?
Yeah. Loud and clear.
All right, cool. I appreciate you having me back, bro. Right now, Sports After Dark, all we doing Twitter Spaces after pretty much every Monday night, Sunday night, Thursday night football game. That's pretty much all we got going on right now with Sports After Dark. Drop Balls podcast, that's my thing, but I ain't really dropped nothing recently, but I do put out my top 10 drops of the week. Every NFL week, I put out my top 10 drop balls of the week, most egregious. It don't matter if you play defense, offense, if you drop the pass or if you fumbled something, you going in the top 10.
Man, so the week that Carolina played Green Bay, I know the defender dropped in the end zone. I know that had to be number one.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. Shoot, even this week I had Sauce on there. I had what's his name? Brownlee for the Jets. I had him on there because he dropped one, hit him right in the face mask. And then I had to have the Jaguars on there. That whole fourth quarter was a drop ball for me.
That's a fact.
Maestro, I think the yardage in that fourth quarter was like 179-2 in favor of Houston.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy as hell.
Tells you about the quarterback.
You know how I feel about Trevor Lawrence, man.
Yeah, nah, but remind the people in case they don't know, bruh.
So he was a generational game manager. Now it's just he's just generationally inconsistent. That's the only generational tag that Trevor Lawrence should have on his name.
Yeah, nah, we agree here. We was having a conversation about him earlier in the year when they beat Kansas City, and it was like, bruh, y'all realize he tripped and then he got into the end zone on the game winner, bro. Like, we can't take that man serious, bro. We can't take that man serious, and that's the leader of an NFL team that y'all expecting some sort of success with. Nah, bro, that's not gonna happen.
Like, I gotta step in the locker room and look at this dude to be the one to take us to the promised land, and he just plays clumsy, man. To me, it's like,
I don't even like his facial expressions no more. I don't like his hair. Like he reminds you like them little stoner niggas that he smoke good weed and he don't really I don't know that. But if I just look at him, like they show his shot, like starting quarterback, and they show his mug shot, for lack of a better term, he look like one of them bad, like Brian. You need to play football for real. You like one of them Bamas that's. Whoa, dude! Like you want one of those surfer dudes, something like in the face. Like you look like one of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that's not who I want to lead my team. And I was willing to walk all that back because that I think that was that his rookie year. He started cooking in the second half of his rookie year, and he started cooking. I think it was, and it was like, oh, maybe I want to take it back. But then he came right back the second year with the bullshit. So it was just like, nah, man. I'm off Trevor Lawrence. I don't believe him no more. It's gonna be. I can't foresee him doing something in year. I guess this is year 5. Are we year 5? Year 5?
Year 4. No. You're right. Year 5.
I think it is year 5.
Year 5. Year 5. You're right.
Yeah.
Year 5.
It was 1 year with Urban, 2 with Doug Peterson. Or was it 2 with Urban?
3. It was 3 with Doug Peterson.
Yeah.
It was 3 with okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is year 5 for sure.
I hate to kind of pack up a man's career so young, but look, man, I think we've seen all we're gonna see from Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, it's like somebody was saying, like when he's trying to get the receivers open, like he don't throw the receiver open. He waits for the receiver to get open before he makes the throw. Like he doesn't anticipate the receiver getting open. That's one of his issues, and by year 5, if you ain't got that down packed, then you just never gonna get that.
You probably at number 2.
And I mean the thing with Trevor is like he shows flashes, right? Like he flashes the arm talent, flashes like he can layer the ball and everything like that. But then it's just like those flashes are so far in between. That's why I say generationally inconsistent, because bro, you'll go out there and you get like 5 passes that's just like, damn, now I see why you got that tag.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll see 20 other passes like, damn, where'd it go?
Yeah.
Wild stuff. But
I remember because I keep referencing the Chiefs game because that's probably the game most Jaguars I've watched in a week. When they played the Chiefs that Monday night, but it was like that. Even that last drive, it's like he threw 2 vicious balls in that drive to get into that red zone, and then his goofy ass trip. And I guess the end result is that you get into the end zone, and that's cool. It's like but thankfully you won the game behind it. But it's like, bro, like nah, man, it just don't look right, man. It just don't look right. This is not like, and this is with whom you place your faith. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not like their schedule's tough, like, down the stretch. Their schedule is not tough at all. I mean, the toughest game they got is your team, CLU, 2 times. They still got to play the Colts 2 times. And I think after that, that's it. I mean, they got the Titans 2 times. I mean, one would think you handle business, but they couldn't beat the Texans without CJ Stroud. So you just never know with this team.
Yeah, they only got us twice, and then I mean, I know the people that say the Chargers are a tough team for them, but the Chargers, they always give the Chargers hell. So like, I don't think that's a tough game for the Jags. But then they got us twice, and they got the Broncos.
Broncos will be a tough game for them.
Yeah, I take because of their defense.
That'd be an L. That'd be an L.
I take that back.
Let's keep it a buck, man. Like,
Yeah.
hey, man. Look, I get upsets happen, and but I mean, we at week 10. We kind of know if we watching, we know who these teams are at this stage of the game. I mean, it may be one or two turn the corner and become something that we didn't expect them to be. Maybe 2.
Somebody will have a second half. Somebody will have a second half surge for sure.
But even with that, right? We and obviously we're gonna get into the Colts. And I get into my thoughts of the Colts. Like at this stage of the game, we have an opinion on who the Colts are going to be. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And we kind of base how their projection for the rest of the season based on what they've done in the first, let's say 8-9 games. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like at this stage of the game, it's easy to call who gonna win, who gonna lose. It's easy to, you know what I'm saying? I know who the Jacksonville Jaguars are, and it's not a playoff team.
I hope you're right, because if the Ravens, if we don't get the North, then they got to find a way to get them one of them wild cards.
Hey man,
so, I hope you're right.
I'm on negative bullshit because the Steelers look like some shit Saturday. Sunday. I'm sorry, but I mean, but we know who the Pittsburgh Steelers are. Inconsistent. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
The only team, I ain't gonna say the only team, but the team that comes to mind with a losing record that might turn it around is the Baltimore Ravens, and we know why, because Lamar Jackson was out. So Lamar Jackson is out, we can blame, even if it's not really his fault, we could blame a lot of those games on the absence of their best player, their generational talent player. Now he's back. You can start to expect that stuff to kind of turn around. Like teams like that, like the Joe Burrow. If Joe Burrow comes back and and Joe Flacco can win a game or 2 before Joe Burrow comes back, maybe that's a team you can kind of expect to maybe get on the uphill. I'm just saying. No, I'm not even saying.
Sure, I got a different opinion about Cincinnati.
I'm not saying I feel that way. I'm just saying that those are the types of teams, because we've seen it. Let's be clear, Cincinnati defense been trash,
right?
For
like
some
Joe
years.
Joe Burrow's not going to play safety, like.
But Joe Burrow
play safety. He not gonna play corner. He ain't gonna do none of that.
But he'll hang 40 points, and then that safety play look a little less.
Joe
necessary.
was hanging 40. Joe was hanging 40. And
I don't know if their safety play gonna look that much better, because what? Didn't Joe Burrow hang like 40 last year and they still took a L?
Yeah.
In some of them games,
In some of them games, for sure.
In some of them games, for sure.
Again, I'm not saying, my point is that when you lose generational talent, that can be your only excuse to say maybe in the second half they'll do something different. They, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that I think Cincinnati gonna be a good team. I'm not saying.
I get your point.
Their defense is almost as bad as
the Cowboys,
Dallas, if not worse. If really, they might be right there. You know what I'm saying? So So let's talk about the Colts, man. And I would feel a little more confident talking shit to you if we ain't get our boots smoked. If we ain't get our boots smoked Sunday. So I'm gonna be humble because we got our fucking boot smoke. We're coming off the best game we played all year. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna say too much to you. But I do want to ask you, what do you think the Colts look like projection wise for the rest of the season?
So I think Because going down the stretch, that's when we get into our tough schedule. So like we play the Chiefs coming after the bye week. Then we get into we got to play the Texans twice, which we all know what their defense is. Their defense is legit.
Yeah.
And then we play the Jags twice. And then we got the 49ers, which I really don't know what to make of the 49ers because like they done lost everybody pretty much. And pretty much on that defense, they lost their main factor, which was Fred Warner.
Yeah.
So and Bosa, Nick Bosa out for the season too.
Yeah.
So I don't really know what to make for the defense, but I think we're in a good spot. And this is one of the things I said: if we got to the bye week at 8-2 or like 9-3 or something like that, then I thought like we would be in a really good spot going into that chunk of the schedule. And I mean, when I got JT back there, like I ain't really got much to worry about because I know JT gonna bring us home. Well, as long as Shane decides he wants to run the ball. If he decides we're just gonna drop back and pass 50 times with Daniel Jones, then that's a recipe for disaster, as we saw against the Steelers. And then we supposed to get Mooney Ward back, so pairing him with Sauce, I think that's really good for our defense. That'll be really good for our defense down the stretch. So I think we look good. We 8-2 right now. I could see us rattling off maybe 12 wins. Going down the stretch because I do think we beat the Colts or beat the Chiefs, and I think we beat the 49ers. If I'm being honest, like I felt that way coming into the season. I said if there was any teams that we beat, if we lose every game, the two teams I know for sure we're gonna beat is the 49ers and the Chiefs.
Why you feel so confident?
We own them.
Yeah, Maestro, I've paid attention to that. Some of the dialogue between Chiefs fans and Colts fans. The Chiefs have definitely dropped the last few against the Colts. Like the one game, I think it was whatever year they won the Super Bowl 2-3 years ago. It was early in the regular season.
It was Matt Ryan the year we had Matt Ryan.
Right.
At home.
Yeah, and it was one of those scratch your head moments. Like really, Kansas City, this is what y'all do. It was one of those moments, but
it's the thing with the Chiefs where, like, even when I'm talking to Chiefs fans, the only thing they bring up is, oh, well, we made Andrew Luck retire, which is false because they didn't do that. But that was the last game Andrew Luck played before he decided to retire that next season.
Right.
But that's all they talk about. But out of the 32 teams, I think the Colts are the only one Patrick Mahomes hasn't beaten the regular season. And I don't know what it is. Anytime we play the Chiefs, it's always just a weird game. Like if you go back to the Andrew Luck year, the year before when we beat them in the playoffs, I think that was the year they had Alex Smith.
The comeback. It was like a 28-point comeback. Yeah.
We came back. That was just a weird game. Like Andrew Luck, the ball fumbles, bounces into his hands, he runs it into the end zone.
Yeah.
We get the next year where they come back and they beat us. And then the Matt Ryan year. And those two teams, the 49ers and the Chiefs, like even with the 49ers, we're 5-0 against them in the last 5 years, the last 5 times we played.
Yeah.
And overall, we just have a winning record against them. Against them and the Chiefs, we have a winning record. So those are two games I was always confident in. Of course, the Titans too. Like I knew we was gonna sweep the Titans. I said that.
Yeah.
Titans light work.
Yep.
But yeah, the only game I know we probably gonna lose down the stretch though,
Seattle,
is Colts at Jacksonville.
What about the Seahawks?
We ain't beat them at Jacksonville since like 2014.
Interesting.
10 straight, right?
Years.
That's like 10 straight in Jacksonville.
It's something like that. They always whoop our ass in Jacksonville. It's always a weird ass game when we go to Jacksonville. Like we forget how to play football when we go to Jacksonville.
Is there clubs down there? Is there like
yeah. I mean, that's where I'm from. Like there's clubs, and maybe I got the voodoo on them or something because I'm a Colts fan from Jacksonville. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, there's clubs and stuff down there. There's stuff to do. I mean, Jacksonville ain't really like crazy, but
it ain't Miami. It's not Miami.
It ain't like Miami, or Orlando or something like that, where there's always something going on.
Right.
But yeah, there's stuff to do there.
Now that's Trey's running joke that
when a team can't beat another team on the road, that they go out and party and
Distractions, man.
they come. That's his running joke, and I always sit here and think like, man, you know that some of these people used to do cocaine and then play football the next day. It's like, you know,
Michael Irvin, man.
these
weed.
Bammers. I mean, these Bammers take drugs. You know, whether illegal or prescribed, these Bammers take drugs all the time.
Word.
I don't know. Maybe pussy is the one drug. I don't know, but
but when I said the club, that's what
I know.
Like that's what I'm saying. It's stuff to do, man. Like, but I don't know what it is whenever we go to Jacksonville, bro. Like, anytime we go down there, these dudes legit forget how to play football.
So,
and that's usually when you see Trevor Lawrence have his best games too.
Interesting. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I keep it a buck. I ain't gonna sit here and have a Colts fan on this podcast and not tell you the truth about where I feel like my projections are with the Indianapolis Colts. I think the Indianapolis Colts are a good team this year. That's obviously for obvious reasons. I mean, they was leading the team, leading and scoring. One of the better defense. I'm a personal fan of Zaire Franklin. You know what I'm saying? Like
Facts.
the way he plays football. I think that I do think that they will get the number 1, number 2 seed. I just think that they're gonna run into a hungry Denver or New England, and they're gonna get their boot. I ain't gonna say they get their boost, but I think they're gonna be upset by a hungry New England or a Denver team in whatever if it's the divisional or if it's the wild card, however it pans out. Whoever they have to see in one of those matchups, and I know, obviously they would have to see that way. I'm just I'm saying that to say that I think they're gonna run into one of them. Because hell, at this stage it could be the Ravens. You know what I'm saying? It could be. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm concerned about that first matchup when they run into a team that's hungrier, just because they ain't necessarily been here yet. I think
Buffalo. That's
I'm not. So I'll say this, and the Ravens is another team that we always give some type of hell to. Not that we beat them all the time, but it's always a good game when we go against the Ravens. Buffalo, I'm not worried about Buffalo. I think Buffalo got a lot more issues than
run defense.
I'm not worried about them.
Run defense name. I said run defense namely.
Yeah, and I have Jonathan Taylor. Like, I'm not.
Well,
I'm not really worried about Buffalo.
I said this going into the Colts game, and I did all my negative shit, and then but then I made sure I said, because ain't nobody never gonna get me on air saying Pittsburgh gonna lose to nobody on air. I'll do all the negative shit, the objective shit, but when you say pick, every single time I'm on these airwaves, I'm gonna say Pittsburgh is gonna win, and I gotta come up with some hope, do some reaching, you know what I'm saying? I'm well stretched out. I don't have a bad back or nothing because I stretch all the time. I reach all the time. You know what I'm saying? But I was able to, I did call Pittsburgh scoring 27, and I had them holding. I actually picked 27-24, and y'all owe me 4 points. But it's cool. I ain't gonna trip. Namely because I was like, these are the type of games that the veterans wake up for, like the TJ Watts, the Cam Haywards, Jalen Ramsey, even though he's a new, like, it's that kind of pride thing where it's, this the team y'all praising, this the team y'all, we gonna wake up for this and make it do what it do, and that's kind of what happened. Defense showed their whole ass with y'all, and I mean Daniel Jones looked like Daniel Jones, the Daniel Jones I remember. You know what I'm saying? I say that to say is that I'm just concerned about with the Colts, meaning I'm concerned that Denver over there hitting. Yeah. Denver's over there hitting. New England is over there hitting. In a similar fashion of the game that Pittsburgh played, because we ain't necessarily hitting like they are right now. But if that game we played with Indianapolis, when people start getting hit, energy change. Even on the sideline.
I'll say this with y'all. Like, for one, we ain't won in Pittsburgh since 2008.
Yeah, that's a
I
true. That's
think
fact.
that's the last time we
That's a
won
fact.
in Pittsburgh.
That's a fact.
Even going into that game when y'all moved when it came out, y'all were moving Jalen Ramsey to the free safety,
Yeah.
moving him back, back to the backfield. I felt like that was a game where I'm scared going into this matchup because now you can match Jalen Ramsey up with Tyler Warren.
With
You can
Tyler
try
Warren.
to use him to eliminate Tyler Warren out of the game.
Yeah.
And I've always felt like Jalen Ramsey would thrive at safety. Like that's just how he plays.
Yeah.
I don't think like he's not that elite corner anymore.
Yeah.
But I think he can be an elite safety right now.
Mhm.
At his time. And then you can play defense a little bit differently, right? So like I do think like if we get the 1 seed, then it runs through Indy. And us playing indoors, we there.
Yeah.
But if we gotta go on the road and we gotta play outside in the elements, that's where I'm like, okay, what do we do there? Like, how do we play this game? Because that's always been a knock on us.
Yeah,
even
it's like I was
Peyton
saying.
Manning days.
It's like I was saying going into that Pittsburgh matchup. I told Maestro, I said, "Look, man, Pittsburgh got one of the worst fields in the NFL. If it's not top 3, it's definitely number 1 worst field. And Indy plays on a fast track, and that field can be just as dirty enough to slow y'all offense
where it
down.
don't feel like you moving fast.
Right. Yep. I actually predicted that y'all wouldn't score over 20 in this game. I thought y'all would still beat Pittsburgh, but I thought this was going to be one of those games where y'all was going to struggle a little bit. And it turns out, I was right, at least on the offensive side of things.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the thing, like going to Buffalo in January, I have concerns for that because the wind, all of that, you know what I mean? But like we playing at home, I'm not really concerned. But like going to Baltimore in January, going to New England or even Kansas City in January. Like I've lived in Kansas before. I know how that Midwest cold get. Like that Midwest cold is crazy.
It's different.
So, yeah, it's different, especially in January, February, stuff like that. Like it's different. So yeah, if we got to go into the elements, then I could definitely see us losing like the divisional round, something like that. But if we get the 1 seed and they got to run through Indy, we get that first round bye. I like us.
So Maestro,
hold on. Let me be clear. You said you like us. Super Bowl like us?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
I gotta see what my defense look with Mooney and Sauce. Okay. I gotta see what my defense look with my CB1, my CB2, because I know with the 2 corners I got, we should be able to get some work. Like we should be able to lock up the outside. Yeah, we should be able to lock up the outside, and we can send the house whenever we want to. So like I gotta see what it looked like though, especially when we play Kansas City in 2 weeks. I gotta see what that looked like. Yeah, and if it's what I expect, then you might hear me. You might even see me tweet out to the Super Bowl.
Oh, you gonna jump out the window?
I'm gonna jump all the way out the window.
Well, see, Lou, I've said maybe after 6 weeks of watching the Colts play, I thought this was an AFC Championship game contender. I think that style of running, that style of offense, with Daniel Jones, looking at, as great as he's looked and that defense playing, that style is good. I mean, really, that style is good enough to get you to a Super Bowl. Yeah. But I think because of the experience of the quarterbacks in this conference, I said, you know what? I think their ceiling can be AFC Championship game because we've seen a Titans team with Ryan Tannehill at quarterback with, a unicorn at running back do the same exact thing.
Yeah.
I think this Colts team, the ceiling for that team, I think can be in the conference championship.
Yeah. No, I feel that. And I mean, I could see that too. It's just a matter of this was my issue with the Pittsburgh game. And this is even my issue with the Falcons game that we just played.
I was just about to bring it up.
Shane gets too pass happy. And I get it. JT carried the ball 30-something times, but if you go back and look at that first half, it's like, why are we throwing the ball so much?
Right.
The game isn't out of reach. Even in Pittsburgh, the game wasn't out of reach. And I get it. Like, I get like they were stopping JT a few times, but even like there was a time JT went running. He got, I think it was maybe an 8-yard gain. Then he got a 9-yard gain. we 2nd and 1, and you decide you want to throw the ball like 3 straight times. And it's, bro, like, continue to feed your horse. I understand, like, Pittsburgh was probably going to change something up to try to stop it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But it's still, I still like JT over anything. Like,
Yeah.
even in this Falcons game, when they knew JT was getting the ball, JT broke for 83 yards. Like,
Yeah.
it's just stuff like that where it's like, feed your workhorse and let him work. That's why you pay him. That's why you pay him the money. Let him go. Let him go out there and do what he do.
Yeah, I agree 100% that I don't like those types of coaches. It's like, bro, like if it works, just do it until it ain't working no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
You just throw the
especially
ball.
you're right, and then you can set up play act. Right, then you can set up play action. But I definitely agree that they went away from the run too fast in Pittsburgh. I looked at because they what the Falcons had like 6 sacks.
Yeah, 7
Against 7. Does that concern you at all? 2 straight weeks with the O-line?
Yeah, I do think, and I think over the bye week they fixed some things. I think over the bye week they get some things straightened out. I did, when I went back and watched the film, I did see where there were some times that JT kind of gave up. When they kept him at pass pro, like he gave up the inside or whatever, and that gave a fast track to Daniel Jones. So I think there's some things that had to change with that. And then I also think there's some things where I think Shane will end up, especially over this bye week, when Spag's going to try to heat you up a little bit. He going to try to put some pressure on your line and everything.
Yeah.
Where they're going to have those outlets there for Daniel Jones to get to. They're going to have his hot reads out there where it's like, okay, if you see pressure, then boom, hit Josh Downs over here or hit Tyler Warren over here. Which I don't think we didn't really have much of those in the game against the Falcons.
Shane started throwing the ball because it was the Falcons.
But see, the Falcons have one of the better passing defenses in the league.
That's correct.
And one of the worst rushing defenses in the league. Mm-hmm. So it's like, again, feed your horse, dog. Like, and he did in the second half, and JT went stupid. Like, he had 286 total yards, and like he put up offensive team numbers.
Yeah,
and 3 tugs.
Right. Yeah, facts.
He's
my MVP. He's my league MVP right now, number 1.
Right now?
Yep.
I hadn't thought about it.
Yep.
I mean, I hear all the Drake May conversation. I'm not with it.
I'm not with it with Drake May. Here's who I put in my top 3. Jonathan Taylor, Matt Stafford.
Okay.
And look, receivers never win this award, but JSN is really like his numbers.
You've said that.
His numbers have been crazy. That's my 3 right there.
That would that's probably my 3 too. Like, when I think about it, Matthew Stafford playing at a crazy level. JSN, of course, is like him and JT, crazy. Of course, are like in that conversation for Offensive Player of the Year. And I think JSN should probably be in that MVP conversation too. At one point, Baker was up there, but Baker has kind of fallen off. Like, he's fallen off a little bit.
Yep.
And I'm not mad at anybody that puts Drake May in there either. Like, I wouldn't argue against it. But I would probably say my 3 would be Jonathan Taylor, Matthew Stafford, and JSN.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the JSN conversation, we he convinced me last week. Trey did. I'm trying to think real quick if there's somebody I can throw in this conversation that I would feel comfortable saying on air. I'm gonna think about that this week though, Trey.
All right.
I'm gonna think about that. I'm gonna think about that this week because I hadn't thought about it. And normally, like around this time, this is around the time week 9, week 10, where we want to start talking about superlatives. So I ask you this off the freestyle. Right now, if you had to pick Super Bowl right now, who's in the Super Bowl for you?
Well, I ain't gonna pick against my squad.
I'm about to say now. I'm about to say.
Especially, we got the best record in the NFL right now, so I ain't gonna pick against them. And then I ain't gonna lie, probably the Eagles.
Yeah,
the Eagles.
I feel the same way.
And to somebody can show me they can knock them off, like
I can't be mad at that.
See, niggas don't like the way Philly's playing, like their style and how they're winning. They don't like how they're winning games, but you look at their catalog of wins: Kansas City, Rams, Detroit. No, not Detroit. They play Detroit this weekend. Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Yeah,
Green Bay,
like
yeah.
I mean, they've got the quality dubs. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, they should be respected.
They do.
They should be talked about
respected.
in the way people have been talking about the Chiefs, all these years.
Yeah,
they
no
got
disagreement.
quality wins. They got quality wins. Yeah, I don't like their offense. Like, I don't like their offense at all. Like, I think it's terrible. But they find a way to win games.
Yeah.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't know if I'm being a prisoner of the Seattle moment. But I said it.
Yeah.
I said it, and I gotta stick to it because it's on the airwaves. Last week I said I'm looking at Buffalo and I'm looking at Seattle in the Super Bowl. Now, I know, terrible run defense in Buffalo. I don't know who their number one is, but when have they ever really had a number one since Stephon Diggs? I just feel like it's enough parity in the AFC, and Buffalo's just kind of quietly trotting along. And I'm like, you know what? This might mess around and be their year for that reason and that reason alone.
Like, they're gonna turn it up at the right
They're
time.
they're kind of in that Ravens conversation. Like, both those teams are kind of in that nobody's talking about them, especially the Ravens. Nobody's talking about this team. They 4-5, but they started winning 5 and they're coming off of the wins.
Different though, Trey. I think it's different because it's not like we're talking about Buffalo Bills being a losing team.
Right.
Buffalo Bills have been winning. Everybody's healthy. They're just quietly getting the wins. They're just quietly stacking the wins. I mean, kind of similar to what the Eagles are doing. There's no outside of AJ Brown talking shit. Ain't no whole bunch of stories coming out of Philly. You know what I'm saying? They just quietly winning games. And then they're gonna be there. I mean, again, I know the Patriots are on the top of the East, so that maybe that's why it's more. That's of the story. Difference. Yeah, maybe that's more of the story. But I mean, nobody looks at and look, the Patriots have beaten Buffalo, but it's not like nobody looking at the Patriots and saying, for all the chips, I got the Patriots over Buffalo right now. Nobody's saying that.
But I mean, I think right now with Buffalo is because they just got boat raced by the Dolphins.
Yeah.
And then, and really, the Dolphins never beat Buffalo since Tua's been there. So, like, that's kind of like, kind of cause for concern. But then, like you said, the run defense hasn't really been good. Josh has been struggling a little bit. They don't have a number one receiver. Keon ain't really done much of what they were expecting him to do. I mean, you got Khalil Shakir he's been playing pretty good. I think that might be the concern for Buffalo. But like you said, like, they kind of just skating in like the background, and at some point they just pop at the right time. And they pop at the right time, especially with Kansas City looking to have like kind of a down year, which is Kansas City, so you never really count them out. But then I mean the Ravens, like, you can't really count them out either. That was one of the things me and my boy Young Hev was saying. In Sports After Dark was saying how, like, they could go when Lamar come back, they can go rattle off wins and end up winning the AFC North. But it's just one of them things where it's like we still got to see it, because I still don't believe in the Ravens defense.
I just got to say it to him.
He been talking it. I do
like the Draymond Jones addition though.
Yes,
and he showed himself on Sunday. Yeah, so I do like the Draymond Jones addition. But it's just, for me, it's just the defenses really. I mean, I think the offenses have figured themselves out. And especially like when you get into January, it's all about your run game anyway. If you can run the ball and play defense, and that's just my main thing with them is, can they play defense when we get to that point?
But see, Lou, I got to bring this up because you said it's all about running the ball and playing defense, but it's going to be moments where that run game where it don't work. You need the quarterback to make a few plays or two, and we know 3 guys in this conference that can certainly do that. Daniel Jones, it's a question mark with some of these guys. With Drake May, it's a question mark. With Bo Nix, it's a question mark with these guys. So,
and I will say this, and I get it. It's the Falcons, right? And it's easy to shit on the Falcons because it's the Atlanta Falcons. 28-3, all of that shit, right?
Yeah, love shitting on the Falcons.
But if you go back and watch that last drive, Daniel Jones made the necessary throws.
Yeah,
to win us that game. And I mean, I know JT walked it off, right? JT did his thing. But you look at the throw to Tyler Warren, you look at, I think it was a throw to Michael Pittman, or maybe it was Alec Pierce. It was
Alec Pierce.
Yeah. In that late game situation, he made those throws. And even it was like 3rd and 21 or something like that. And he 19 yards.
Mm-hmm.
And then he threw that ball to Tyler Warren, the little like 2-yard out route or whatever.
Yeah.
To Tyler Warren. So I mean, I do, but Super Bowl moments or playoff moments are way bigger than regular season moments. So can you rise to the occasion there?
Exactly. Yeah. When you watch Josh Allen put that drive together, and then you got to come back out and put that thing together behind.
What was
Josh
it? The 14
Allen.
seconds joint and
seconds.
Exactly. Exactly. Now you have those moments that's just crazy moments in the playoffs. So we'll see if Daniel can do that. We'll see.
He's won a playoff game before. Like
he has. But it's against the Vikings, and it was a game that everybody knew he was going to win.
Yeah. Because
going into that game, everybody knew the Giants were going to win that game. I don't think nobody doubted that.
Because Maestro, you remember me saying that week, I said the Vikings were ripe for the picking. In that game. It was right. And look, 13 wins. They was 13-4 that year.
Yep.
And that place that place, and I've been there. Place is loud, bro. Like
in Minnesota.
It's one of Minnesota. Yeah, it's one of the more rougher environments to play in. And Daniel Jones went in there, and he did what he did. But like you said,
he had like 300 plus yards and 3 tutties or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah. He did that.
I'm sorry. And look, we not here to take away accomplishments on this podcast. We not here to do that.
It's playoffs.
But I feel way more confident in saying Daniel Jones doesn't have playoff experience because he beat the Minnesota Vikings in that game than saying he does have playoff experience because he beat that Minnesota Vikings team. I feel way more comfortable saying like, hey, bro, it was the Vikings. That team wasn't like. I get it. They were in the playoffs too.
Yeah, 13 wins. But they had a record for like 1-score games that year too. Like their record was like crazy. Like them games could have gone either way that year. So, but it was one of the reasons why I said this Vikings team looks real ripe to get picked off in these playoffs early. And it's
defense was trash.
That's one of the things too, because I know you said you see Seattle in a Super Bowl. It's one of the things with Sam Darnold. We saw Sam Darnold in the playoffs last year.
That's true.
And we saw what that looked like.
Yep.
That's true.
I mean, this team that he got in Seattle, and that's a game that concerns me for the Colts. And I listen, I live up here, so I'm gonna be in the building.
Yep.
I already got the tickets for me and my son to be there Sunday for that
what
game.
What section you sitting in?
Like 105 or something.
Oh, that's low.
Yeah,
that's
okay.
low.
Yeah. I had to get close up, man. I got to see this like.
No doubt. Midfield,
right
end zone.
Nah, we like in the corner.
Okay.
Like right in the corner of the end zone or something like that. Yeah.
Okay. That's what's up.
I think it's like right by the tunnel, so like we can even get. Hopefully, if they run out, get autographs or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's one of the games that concern me because they defense, especially at home, is crazy.
I try to tell this man, we talking about like a number 1 defense. I don't know where they ranked that now, but I know 2 weeks ago they was ranked number 1 defense, number 5 rushing offense. We know what Sam Darnold and JSN doing. Like they trending in the right way. And I can't say outside of I'm kind of coming off of the Tampa Bay train, but I've
been off the Tampa Bay train for a while now.
I trust Philly. He had me rank the teams when I made this prediction. Right now,
if you asking me Detroit or Seattle right now, I'm taking Seattle over Detroit.
Mm-hmm. And I'm still putting Detroit over Seattle right now. That's just too many. That's just too much offensive firepower on that Lions offense, bro.
It is, but I think the one person that could probably minimize it,
Mike McDonald.
Mike McDonald.
Mike McDonald. Yeah,
that's true.
I mean, we seen it with the Ravens. Him minimize offenses that was going crazy.
Yep.
I think that's one person that could probably minimize it. Because even y'all had Mike McDonald when y'all played the Lions, didn't y'all?
That 1 year, when
y'all flooded,
when
y'all
flooded
the Lions,
smoked them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And then you see the result, and then you see the difference when Mike McDonald wasn't there this year.
Mm-hmm. And last year.
Last year, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Zach Orr.
Yeah, we had a good shout, man. That was the first time in a long time me and Trey had a real shout match about the Ravens and the Detroit Lions. Like we had a real shout match about it. Like, bro, like nah, but it's because that defense ain't the same.
It's not. No, it's not.
Just ain't the same.
No, it's not.
Both lines of scrimmage, bro. Like just got manhandled, man. I mean, you got no shot if you on the offensive line and the defensive line.
Yeah, if you can't win
in
the trenches, it's an issue.
Yeah.
You should have heard this nigga yell at me, bro. He was irate, bro. This nigga, it reminded me of a one. It reminded me of a time.
It was due, man.
It reminded me of a time. I never forget this. One night I stepped into y'all spaces, and it was. It was motherfuckers in there berating each other, and I was just like, oh, like I was in there like I don't want to speak because I can't see y'all in real life. So like, hey, when people get to talking to me a certain way, I gotta look in your eyes and check if you're good. You know?
I ain't gonna lie, it's probably Vinny going off on somebody too, for sure.
I was in there one night. I think I was telling Ashley Baker last time she was on. I was like, I don't know, man. I tap in every now and then, but I just stay silent because I don't. It's turned different. Like, bro, like y'all good? You good, bro?
Like you need to shoot the fan one or something.
We just talking sports, brother. I don't, like we just have a difference of opinion, bro. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Because when it gets that intense in real life, that's what. Hey, yo, we good? We need to wrestle a little bit. Like we
gotta tussle a little bit.
Quick five, man. Shoot the five, man.
Like my brother, it's okay. Like I'm not a faggot because I disagree with your take on Jay and Daniels, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm sorry, bro. Like that ain't what's going on here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like they be in there. Yeah, man. I was afraid. I ain't gonna lie. I was afraid. I know my temper.
Sometimes, man.
Sometimes,
mm-hmm.
But I have been reassured, and I have came in sometimes when it's a little cooler and we could just disagree and mildly insult each other. Like I'm okay with mild insults.
Yeah.
But
mm-hmm.
Like tell me I don't know shit about sports. I can take that.
Yeah.
Don't say fuck.
Like nigga, you don't watch football.
Yeah. You don't know. Yeah, I can take those insults. My mother not a hoe because we disagree on sports. Right. Like it be that kind. I be in there scared, bro. I'm like, ooh, let me get up off of here. It's too much for me.
I think I learned
too much.
I learned maybe 2 years ago. Twitter Spaces. Them
joints get wicked.
It just ain't.
Them joints can get wicked.
It can.
Them joints can get wicked.
It can for sure. Dudes talking over each other and all that.
For sure.
Yeah.
Wow. And I know that ain't most of y'all peoples. I listen to enough of them to know.
Yeah.
It's like, it don't get crazy like that.
The one we
time.
know for sure, like, will get like that if he is. The only one is really Vinny. Like, but that's he a New York nigga. Like,
my kind of people.
Nah. Yeah. But you can't say your kind of people because you don't have that disrespect no more. Yeah. That's right. You used to have that type of disrespect. 2001, 2002, maybe up to like 2006, let's say. Mm-hmm. Like he was one of them, like show up on, I ain't gonna tell no stories. He a married man of the past. I ain't gonna what. He used to, you know what I'm saying? He was a wild boy back then. But Nah, I don't think those your type of people no more, bro. I think you get a little bit of nostalgia for like 5 minutes.
But that's what I'm
Like,
talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
But it only lasts.
It's
but
the
it only lasts
nostalgia
for
for
5
me.
minutes. But it only lasts for 5 minutes. You're not that person no more. You raise
No,
kids.
you're right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
You're
you
right.
don't want to be talked to that way no more.
Right? No,
Yeah,
you're right
that's
about
a fact.
that. You're right about
Yeah.
that. But
That's why I be going crazy on the timeline sometimes, because people who try to come at me any kind of way is like, bro, you don't know me. You don't know me.
And it seems,
my life now
to
ain't
be
my
like
life of the
that.
past.
Yeah, it seems like that is an up north thing. I know because my brothers and sisters are from New York. So it's like they will talk reckless, and then when they over it, act like they ain't just say,
like they ain't just say no
SMD.
crazy shit.
Up north
like
team,
like
even the
like,
even the females. Is
Yo,
aggressive.
yeah, I know.
It's aggressive, bro. The one video that was going viral a few weeks ago, the girl gets on the subway because the dude was stalking her, and the dude just got out of prison, and she walked up to this nigga face, was like, yo, nigga, stop following me. And then she just starts punching the nigga in the face, and the dude
but
just
that's respectable.
there. No, sure, but I'm just telling you just how aggressive.
But it's not no average woman gonna do that.
Right.
You finna do that. Right.
But and dude could do nothing but take it, bro. Like,
but see, that's something my little cousin do. Me and my cousins, we all from Jacksonville or whatever. And me and my cousin, it's my cousin's little sister. We taught her how to fight, and she fight just like a nigga. So like, that's something she would do. Like if you follow her, like nigga, what you follow? But she might pull something else out. Like it's
I'm about
Florida.
to say, in PG County, they'll mace you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, she ain't pulling out no mace.
Yeah, nah, I know how it go in Florida. That's a fact. I know how it's going down there. For sure. Hey Trey, I forget what you said you wanted to get into, bro. I was trying to hurry up and pull it up before you hit that quick silence. I knew you was about to do that shit.
Yeah, because the Wi-Fi is acting crazy on this side, man.
Got you.
Again, apologies to everybody out there.
Hold on. Because while we in New York, we got Brian Daboll got fired.
Yep.
While we in New York, Brian Daboll got fired.
Yep.
I don't feel no. Hey, I'm gonna tell you. Shout out to Jackson Dart. Scatterboo, get well soon.
Malik Neighbors get well.
Yeah, for certain. The second that Russell Wilson was the number 2 quarterback over Jameis Winston, bro.
The second Russell Wilson was named the starter.
Come on, bro. You got to answer. You got to answer to that, dog. You got to answer to that.
My thing with that too is, like, you fired him after who they just played, the Bears.
The Bears.
Right? They played the
Bears. Blew a lead, by the way. Let's be clear.
Yeah, no, and that's my thing too. Like, if Jackson Dart doesn't get hurt, I don't think they lose that game.
I agree with that.
When you have to put Russell Wilson in the game because Jackson Dart go out with a concussion, that's an issue.
Giants defense
but that ain't
in the fourth quarter this year has been
that's Shane Bowen.
Ass. Yes, it is.
I will say though, like as Daboll, you the head coach, fire his ass. You gotta let him go.
Get him out of there.
I'm sorry, I don't really be calling for people's jobs, but if you ain't doing what you're supposed to do, shit. If I go to work and I don't do what I'm supposed to do, they're gonna fire my ass.
Yeah,
that's it. That's it.
They're gonna talk to me, and then even after that, if I don't do it, all right. Hey, listen, bro. It was nice having you here, but
or
we
not
gotta let you go. Yeah, or not. Yeah, but we gotta let you go.
Look, and the same thing. Look, and on top of that, the people who you serve at your job, y'all should fire that nigga. Like that, they gonna talk about you. The people who got a right to critique your job, like I work in maintenance. The people who get to critique my work can say, "Hey, y'all need to fire that nigga," or they could have opinions based on what I did. Hey, you need to fire that nigga. Why are we talking about firing people? Hey, hear me and hear me good, because I said it last year. Hey, Russell Wilson. Hey, go ahead, retire, bruh. Go ahead, retire, bruh. You good for one thing?
I've been saying
it's over.
Career.
Yeah. You throw the moon ball. Whoop-de-doo.
You throw the moon ball.
It's definitely time for him to go.
Yeah,
Like
it's time.
I said it when I moved up to Seattle. I said it before I moved to Seattle. I said it when he got to Denver. Said it when he got to New York. Right, even the Steelers. When he got to the Steelers, when he went to New York, he's not it. I get they won a Super Bowl. They made it back to another Super Bowl with him. Whatever. Cool. That's all well and fine. They had the Legion of Boom.
Yeah.
They had a run game. They had Marshawn Lynch. After all of that was gone, Russ was just another guy that made it to the wild card and got beat. That's it.
Yeah.
That's
Still
it.
had some good seasons, but
yeah,
it ended badly in Seattle and it ended badly everywhere else.
Everywhere else. It's time to go. Stop letting Sierra tell you to keep playing.
Yeah.
Tell Sierra you want to be a family man.
Yeah. Third ballot Hall of Famer right now.
Yeah, and again, for certain, a Hall of Famer at some point. Just not a first ballot. You know, and it's cool, bro. It's cool, man. You've had a great career. You had a great career. You got a great family at home. You pay for your wife's masters. Like, she got her own label now. She independent truly because you can fund it. God bless. Hey, bro, you've done the Lord's work, bro. You got all these
females
talking
about. So now she can
help
fund you.
Exactly, man. Cause hey, bro. And let's be clear, he probably not gonna stop per se working. Like, it's not like he about to go home. Like, he a football mind. There's plenty of coaching work, commentator. Like, you're not gonna let that dude. Yeah, that dude gonna find plenty of opportunities to make money. But I'm saying, hey, bro, just go ahead and hang it up and get that roster spot to a quarterback, so a younger guy, so they can learn, so they get in the game. Because, bro, if I gotta see you throw a moon ball and then you play a bad defense like Dallas, throw for 100 yards, and then I gotta listen to a commentator say he's back, and this is the Russell Wilson we knew. Like, come on. Like, if I gotta see that, if I gotta hear that shit one more time, bro. And
without any kind of context, that Dallas
at all
defense was terrible.
Even last year when he went up against the Cincinnati Bengals and he dropped 40 on that defense.
I came right in here and said, not impressed. Not impressed.
That's a bad defense.
Impressed.
If I ever seen
a bad defense, bro.
Yeah, not impressed. Not impressed that you scored 40 on the Cincinnati Bengals and then you lost to Cleveland the week before. Sorry, bro. Like, not impressed, bro. Like, and let me be clear. I'm gonna shoot him some bail because I definitely came on this show and said Russell Wilson for $1 million. All right, let's try it out.
Yeah,
sure. Let's $1 million.
When you sign him for $1 million, ain't
let's try it out. Let's see what
it's
happens.
Low risk, maybe some reward. You know what I mean? Like,
It looked like it panned out early on, and then that rough part of the schedule, went all downhill from there. At that point,
and I knew. And truth be told, I blame whatever this is that's whatever spirits are haunting Justin Fields. I blame him because I don't feel like I don't feel like Russell Wilson should have made the field. But whatever demons is haunting Justin Fields, where he just won't take a shot down the field, whatever it is, that's what it is, and that's why Russell Wilson got in the game. But we lost Justin Fields because of it, and maybe it worked out in the end because he don't look good in New York. But who looks
good in New York?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Aaron Rodgers didn't look good in New York.
I wanted to keep Justin Fields. I wanted Justin Fields in Pittsburgh. That's what I wanted. And I would have been cool with that if trying to develop him for 2-3 years and all right, now he's 29 and we that type of thing. But here we are because now we don't got a quarterback, and I get he's here for this year and maybe next year, but we're gonna be right back in the same boat, and he's not taking us to the Super Bowl. Not to make this about Pittsburgh again. I digress.
Yeah, as far as Daboll's concerned, it's like Cameron said and paid in full. He gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He gonna be
everybody gets
else.
fired, B.
Everybody, that's a fact. That's a fact.
He gonna end up as a coordinator somewhere next year. He gonna be good. I think where my
head coaching opportunity with all
he might get another one. That's a fact.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I am surprised that they still kept the GM, but I think that's still on the table for the Giants to let him go after the season's over and then just bring in a new coach, bring in a new general manager, and all that. The conversation today has been about, if Belichick is interested in his dream job. And I'm like, look, man, y'all got to cut that out, man. Like,
That'd be the biggest mistake ever.
Y'all got to cut this whole, it's his dream job. He has a soft spot for the Giants. Look, the ship has sailed, man. Like, Belichick, whatever he does, however his career ends in North Carolina, let that be the last stop, man. I am tired of the whole Belichick back to the NFL talk. Let that man go hang with his girlfriend in North Carolina. Let him be, man. Let him be. Let him stick to college. And if he's done with college, just put him back on TV. Put him back talking about X's and O's and all that stuff. But I don't want to see him on the sideline.
Side note, how's he doing in North Carolina? Not well, right?
Not great.
Nope.
Not great. Got the doors blown off of him week 1. Haven't heard anything positive since then, but I think they've won maybe like 3 games since that opening weekend. So they like maybe 3-6-ish, something like that.
Yeah.
But no, it's not looking good. I mean, it's the ACC. They ain't not the powerhouse that they used to be. So
yeah. Shout out to him, I guess. I mean, look, I tell you, the little when he was on TV and stuff that, after he left New England, I did learn to like him a little more. It's hard to like him when when they run in a dynasty that's constantly beating the Pittsburgh Steelers. So it's hard for me to like him or Tom Brady for that matter. But when he was no longer affiliated with the Patriots, I did learn to like Slim. All right, he ain't a bad person per se. I would love to see him on a TV capacity. I don't really care about. I mean, on this show we don't really do a bunch of college football, maybe to our detriment, but maybe not.
Not a lot, unless it's a big game. If it's a game I've watched in full,
no, Trey will try.
I may talk about it. Yeah,
Trey will try to do it, but I'm sorry. My Saturdays are different, man. I'm sorry. My Saturdays.
Yeah, my Saturdays have been busy as hell lately with my son. My son playing soccer, coaching high school football. Like my Saturdays and my Fridays have been busy as hell. So I ain't really, besides the Hurricanes, I ain't really watching no college football. Because that's my squad. So that's one team I'm gonna tap into every time we play. But besides them, I ain't watching no college football. I mean, I just seen stuff about Bill Belichick. I think it's time for him just to give up coaching altogether. Don't go to New York.
Yeah.
Just take your L, take your little buyout, chill at home with your girl, then talk. You can go talk. Commentate, whatever. Make your money that way. But it's over with.
Yeah.
After Tom Brady left, he ain't had no success.
Yeah, and you know what, man? It's okay. It's all right, bro.
It's fine. It be like that sometimes.
Yeah, you made your money, man. Go just be that dude that sit on the couch talking about, man, if they would have did this, and you more likely to be believed because we know you've done it before. Just be that dude, man. I would watch. I think I would watch Bill Belichick sitting on the couch drinking beer, criticizing why the NFL ain't what it used to be when he coached. I would love that shit.
And it's funny. I mean, I know we talking about the New York job or whatever, but it's funny, like, because all the conversation was, is it Belichick or is it Tom? Tom the one after he left. Bill ain't won shit after Tom left.
Yeah.
And it's starting to look a lot like it was just Tom out there. Tom doing his thing. So
Belichick was not the man when he was in Cleveland. That's for sure.
But that's what I'm saying. Every stop that man has made outside of Tom Brady, he wasn't shit.
It's Tom, man. It was the Patriot way was Tom Brady.
Yeah,
it was Tom Brady.
I don't care about the defense or we say this during the press conference. We don't give him much. No, nigga, it was Tom Brady. That was the Patriot way.
Yeah. Facts.
Yeah, that's facts.
Facts.
Hey,
let's talk NBA.
Yeah. Let's get into that, man. I want to talk about this Nico Harrison firing, which is kind of unusual timing for all this. But what's your thoughts, Silu, on the firing of Nico Harrison?
Y'all let that man make a decision to trade away your franchise, and then the next year it ain't work how you wanted it to work, and they let his ass go. They should have never let him trade Luka.
They shouldn't have.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you traded for AD, who, I mean, AD's still a good player. Move, dog. AD's still a good player, but like, he ain't Luka. He ain't the person to carry your franchise. If anything, we seen that when he was with the Lakers. LeBron tried so many times to be like, "This is your team. This is your team. You take over." And AD ain't want none of that smoke.
He ain't wanting that smoke when he was in New Orleans. To be honest with you,
that smoke in New Orleans either.
Yeah.
But they let him trade away their franchise, and all these narratives that swerved around after that. But like, he draft Cooper Flag. The season don't start how you wanted it to start, and you're like, all right, you got to get up out of here.
Yeah, I hate the timing.
You messed up your franchise doing that.
I hate the timing, man. And it's like I talk about a lot whenever there's a new ownership group that comes into the franchise. They always want to do things differently, their way. They want to bring their own people in. They want to deal with people of the old regime. So the fact that they trying to make him like the face of the issue of trading Luka Doncic, it's foul, bro. Like it's foul because y'all told that man, hey man, we don't want to pay $325 million for a guy that's, they labeled him out of shape and all this stuff. I mean, look at him now. Like, look at him, going through the offseason workout and stuff. Yeah, the dude's a league MVP candidate right now with the Lakers. The Lakers are 8-3, I think.
And what's crazy too about that is like, I understand Cooper Flag has had his struggles. He might have like kind of, the game probably kind of started slowing down for him a little bit now. Like, because he had 26-9 the other night. But then you also remember, like, he ain't got Kyrie. AD
that's
been
the
in and out of the
important
lineup.
part.
And because you've been trying to use Kyrie, or you've been trying to use Cooper Flag as the point guard. And that ain't what he is. He's not a point guard. So he shouldn't be the facilitator, but you don't have one right now because your guy is hurt, recovering from an ACL injury. So like I get it, the frustration, especially with Mavericks fans of like trading Luka and everything with Nico Harrison. But like at this point, you fired him 10 games into the season. It's terrible timing. It's god awful timing. You ain't allowed him to do nothing.
And then in fairness to just this one point, in fairness to the ownership, because I confirm that fans have still been coming to the stadium with signs saying, yo, we want Luka. Like they're still like fans are still showing up to the stadium saying we miss Luka. Like, even after drafting Cooper Flag, like,
you had to have a scapegoat, man.
That's the external distraction to the bottom line. And if the ownership looked at that and said, man, we gonna get hurt by this. The only way we can make this right is if we let the dude that, has been talked about to make the decision, let him go.
But do they know that's not going to change nothing? Because them fans still going to show up saying we want Luka.
We want Luka, right? Yeah. So I can't see that. Man, I would really hope that was not their rationale. Is how we get rid of these outside distractions? Fire the GM responsible for the decision. That don't change the fact that they don't have a generational talent on that team anymore. 20. What is? I think he was at career 27 points, maybe 27, 28 points.
Something
career.
like that.
A guy that's still giving you like 6 rebounds and 6 assists, something of that ilk. You know what I'm saying? And with the capacity, scoring wise, to take over a game. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what you traded for picks in Anthony Davis, who's injured, don't want to take over a team. And I don't know if I'm looking at AI pictures or not, but look overweight.
he does, and maybe that's the thing with Dallas. I don't know. Like, but my thing too is like fans ain't dumb. Like, they could be mad at Nico Harrison for trading away Luka, but fans ain't stupid. They know it had to come over the top from the top. Because bro, as a GM, you're not just about to go leverage your future like that and don't go consult with ownership.
Even
when we traded for Sauce in Indy, before Chris Ballard hit them 2 first-round picks and Adonai Mitchell, hey, Carly, is this okay? You good
Yeah.
with this? Can we
Yeah.
do this?
Right.
Okay,
Right.
cool. You cool with it? All right, boom. Hey, we doing it. Like, no, fans ain't dumb,
So
but they
do
want to
you
act like we
think?
dumb.
Do you think that that Luka trade was something that owners wanted to do, or something that the GM wanted to do?
I think personally, I
Owners.
don't think the GM. I think the GM was made to be a scapegoat.
Okay.
I think
Me
like
too.
Trey
Me
said,
too.
they didn't want to pay that $325 million. They didn't want to pay that because they wanted to. They're new owners. They don't want to fork over that money right away. They kind of want to probably start over, restart that cycle, and then move forward from there. But did Luka even get to 325 when he with the Lakers? Because I know he resigned, but I don't think he got
Right.
he
I don't think
ain't
he
getting
got
nothing
to
crazy
25.
like
I don't
that.
think he got
think
that. I don't think he got
25.
that.
I don't
Yeah,
think he got to
and-
25.
And I mean, they probably thought, okay, well, we trade him, we can get a number 1 pick, we get Cooper Flag, whatever. And Cooper's nice. I mean, I think he'll be nice, but like at that point, if you trade away your franchise, bro, like you have to be okay to stay the course.
Exactly.
But they weren't
Or
winning. Fans were upset because Luka ain't there. They ain't winning games. It's like, okay, now we gotta send somebody away.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta
3
stay-
years, 165 million.
That's what Luka got.
That's what he got. Yeah.
That's it. But that's an extension, right?
That's
right.
the
But
extension.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
Right,
the
but
extension.
it's
And I mean, it was with the Lakers. Probably with Dallas, he probably would have got
That's-
more. Yeah.
Yeah.
He definitely
Yeah.
would have got more with
Yeah,
with
he would have got
Dallas.
more because he would have won it longer, longer time frame, like more years and stuff like that.
Yeah, the thing about owners, man, they don't know shit about the sport that they own. Like,
Yeah.
for the new owners, like some of the newer guys that come
analytics
in.
guys and
Yeah.
guys who look at pieces
Hey,
of
listen.
paper and draw conclusions.
Yeah,
That's why.
all
That's
they know
why
is green.
That's why with Carly, with the Colts,
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a shit about none of that stuff she doing because she learning the game. She been doing it for years anyway. Like this ain't nothing new. She been doing that shit for years.
Mm-hmm.
Sitting in meetings, learning the game, learning all those things because you actually care about what you're doing. You care about the team that you own, and you want to make sure you can make the best decisions to put that team in a good place.
Yeah. Yeah. Nah. Yeah. We just need. I mean, look, man. I understand where analytics are a thing and where they're valuable in sports, let alone basketball. That whole fourth down stuff that happens in football, like where it's going because probabilities say we're more likely to make it nowadays. Like I can respect where analytics are valuable.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that people need to look to find a balance when analytics work and how that a better balance of how that coincides with actual sports and what what happens on the field or the court or you know what I'm saying the field of play.
Because analytics don't always tell the flow of the game.
It just don't.
Nope.
Nah, for sure. How you feeling about Cooper Flag so far? I mean, I know it's a small sample size.
I feel like he's just like any other rookie. Like you have your games where you're going to struggle, and for him, I think it's a little bit different for him because now he's asked to come in to be the guy.
Yeah.
Versus like like your Jeremiah Fears or like your Ace Baileys and some of these other guys where like they're not necessarily asked to be the guy.
Yeah.
And I think Ace Bailey, he don't even start. Like so like yeah, they picked him early, but he don't start. They're not asking him to be the guy right now because they still got Laurie Marketing. And I know like Dallas got AD, but they know AD ain't the guy either. So like it's like, yeah, Coop, we want you. You got to be the guy. And so I think for him, it's just growing pains. And I think like his last game, which 2 nights ago, he 26-9. Like that's a step in the right direction. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's a step in the right direction. Now you just got to continue to stack those games. Continue to let the game slow down before you do what you got to do. And I mean, it's the same with any rookie that comes into the league. Like the game got to slow down because the game is a lot faster than it was in college. So I think he's fine. Like I think people gonna be upset because he ain't like come in and start stepping on necks like LeBron.
Yeah.
But like everybody ain't LeBron, dog.
Yeah, we gotta stop that. We gotta stop them bullshit ass. We gotta stop that. We gotta stop
Yeah,
that
like
shit.
you gotta give people time to develop. You gotta. Everybody ain't that. You know what I mean? Like,
and even better than that, most people ain't that.
exactly.
Yeah, bro, like that's LeBron, that's King James, bro. Like,
Like
stop,
LeBron is a 1% of the 1%, bro. Like,
yeah.
like
You literally talking about maybe the best person to ever play basketball. Like you're literally talking about that.
Mount Rushmore, like
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
Like he's a Mount Rushmore guy. Like he's a
Right.
generational talent.
top 2 player all time.
Even when you look like people like, oh, well, why he ain't come in being like Luka? Luka had been playing professional basketball for years.
Yeah, right.
When he was 15 years old.
Yeah, like Luka already know what a professional game looked like.
Yeah.
Same with Wemby. Like Wemby had
Right.
been playing professional basketball for years.
And
So
that
it's
nigga
not
is
like
7'6" with handles.
Yeah.
it ain't like
in a
Wemby's
3
7.
ball.
Yeah. Like it's not much you can do against Wemby to stop him.
At all. At all.
Because he
At all.
gonna shoot over whoever in front of him. Like I don't
Yeah.
care who you are. Like he's just gonna shoot over you.
Like I was watching the Rockets Spurs Rockets game the other day, and he just dunked on KD. And it was like, God, I mean, I know KD older, whatever, and at least KD is at least tall enough and nimble enough to try to get. He kind of got his get back, but it's just like, dog, like he doing what he want with tall, short, strong. Like he doing what he want. Like it like
don't matter, man.
Like I feel like the only thing that's going to be able to stop Victor Wembanyama is himself and health, and the team you put around him,
If I could just stand up, lift my arm and dunk.
Come on, man.
Can't stop that, man. There's nothing you can do.
Because now if I jump, who's jumping with me?
Who's jumping with you? Right. Now you gotta jump up and throw the ball in the hoop like a damn, like you gotta do a whole new type of dunk now. Like, can't nobody deal with it. Can't nobody deal with that shit. Can't nobody
gonna be officiated differently too. Like, even if you try to stop him, he gonna get that whistle every time just because he's so tall.
Facts.
I got one more. I guess topic or question. Who like kind of give me who we need to look out for in the NBA in your opinion?
Damn. Listen, I hate basketball.
Hey, let's get to it. Let's get to it. That's why this is the Barbershop Sports Talk podcast, because we
My man said he hates
we get to the real shit.
I know who your team is too, C-Lou.
Yeah, I'm a Heat fan for sure. Yeah. I'm just a basketball hater. Like I don't like basketball.
Yeah,
and it comes from me playing football, right? Like I'm a football guy. I played basketball when I was younger. And I still go shoot, do whatever. But like, it stems from like basketball players talk all of this shit about football players, and then they come to the field, they get hit one time, and it's like, okay, I'm going.
You
back
can have
to the
it.
court.
You can have it.
Yeah, you can have it. You can have the pass back. I'm going back to dribble this ball across the court. For me, and it's no offense to no basketball player that's watching, right? No basketball player, none of that. I feel like basketball players are bitches. It's just that simple. Even when I was in college, we got plays with basketball niggas. So it's like I don't, because they got mad because we had the girls. Bro, I play football. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah. All right, so it's funny you say that, right? Because I remember this debate back in the day when I was way younger, and I was, I wouldn't say I was on a sports team, but I was good enough to play with people who were on sports teams. And basketball players hated when football players came to play basketball because they hack all goddamn day. I mean, the way you motherfuckers hack on the court is downright criminal.
Y'all play like y'all play basketball like Lou Dort.
Right. And there's a reason why we respect them, but we don't regard them in basketball. Like we put them in their lane. But niggas ain't talking about Lou Dort. Like niggas is like, hey, he play good defense because he hacks. That's what he do. And I ain't saying Ludo specifically because he does play good defense. But y'all football niggas hack. Y'all football niggas definitely do hack.
Listen, and see, I didn't play basketball like that. Like I didn't play basketball to where like I was hacking or I was physical, but like I didn't sit there and try to like hack you. My sister, my older sister, she played basketball. So like she taught me like little tricks of the trade, you know, when it came to playing basketball and stuff. So like I didn't have to like hack you to play good defense. But I mean, I know I do see it. Like I've seen it. Like even when I would drive, you know, sometimes lower that shoulder a little bit. It's human nature, right? Like it's second nature for me. Yeah. So I mean, I get it.
I like this because I like this conversation because some of this stuff is regional, right? So you was raised in the South, you know, football. You know, folks love them some football in the South.
Yeah, football is king down there.
You know, I'm from up north where, you know, it's the concrete jungle, it's basketball courts everywhere, and you know, you run across a nigga that try to, you know, hit you like he a linebacker on the court, man. Niggas liable to fight. You know, we just can't take that, man.
Unless you old school.
That's a fact.
Now, unless you old school now. I know them old school New York niggas, they love that fucking fouling, hacking shit. And
for sure.
Them old school New York ball players, they love that shit. I was just watching that nigga. I forget the nigga name, but he was playing Brian Scalabrine online. I forget the nigga name, and you know he one of them niggas that you know how niggas play with Scalabrine because he wasn't quote unquote good in the NBA. So they forget, like nigga, like no, I'm still a professional fucking athlete, dog. Like. I'm playing against other professional athletes, dog. If I see you outside, I'ma smoke you, nigga. You're not a fucking professional. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing. But but I was watching this old school cat play Brian Scalabrine, and the old school nigga, I mean hacking Brian Scalabrine, and I'm like, yup. That look like some of them old school New York niggas I used to watch play ball when I used to play
street ball.
Yeah.
Straight up street ball, dog. Like,
cause I know y'all got I don't know. I know y'all got little areas where, hey, if you want to play that type of ball, you gotta go to this park. You know what I'm saying? And if you go, the hoopers, you play here. Like, I mean, it's a similar thing in Maryland, but like we don't hack like that. But it like we don't play that hacking shit. Like that's like, bro, what are you doing? Like, we don't do that hacking shit in Maryland. But
seeing like, and I watch basketball. Like I watch basketball and stuff. I just, and then I think that's my thing with the NBA is like they call everything a foul.
Yeah.
And
so you look at basketball how we look at college football.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that you have a basketball team that you root for.
Yeah.
I don't have a college football team.
Well, I am by default a Maryland Terps fan, but just by default. Now,
I guess I can say the same thing because I went there.
I will rarely watch a game. You know what I'm saying? Shout, you know what I'm saying? But if I got you know, TV on, oh shit, I see D, shout out to D. Oh, she had the Maryland game. All right, let me cut on the Maryland game. She let me know that the Maryland game on. I cut it on and watch it. You know what I'm saying? But on a set, nah, bro.
But to answer your question about who I think
you looking at for?
Coming,
yeah.
I do like the boy from the 76ers, VJ Edgecombe.
Yeah.
I think he's nice. Jeremiah Fears, I think is nice. What's the other the one that the Sacramento Kings or not Sacramento Kings, San Antonio Spurs got? It was the boy that played with Ace Bailey at Rutgers. What's his name?
I
don't know.
Hold on.
He's not a rookie, but he not a rookie though.
He a rookie. He a rookie.
Oh, he is a rookie. Okay.
He got drafted this year with He got drafted this year.
I know who you're talking about because they was talking much about
Dylan Harper.
Draft.
Dylan Harper.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dylan Harper. Yeah. I think that, and that's one of the things with San Antonio. San Antonio got a nice little squad. With Victor and Vassell and
Castle,
and then Fox came back.
Yeah,
they got them a little squad over there, and then the young guys they got too. I do like Dylan Harper a lot. Ace Bailey, even when Ace Bailey came in, I was like, all the stuff that followed him, I was like, yeah, he ain't really gonna be like that because there's too much shit going on with him with the draft and everything, like from his agent to like, oh, if I go here, I ain't gonna play and like all this other stuff, and I'm like, I just didn't feel like you balled out in college, but bro, come on now, like you ain't stepped foot.
Yeah,
on the
you
court
ain't
in the NBA.
right.
And I will say the Lakers keep a white boy. I ain't gonna hold you. The one they got coming off the bench right now, like he kind of cold.
Dalton Connect.
No, not Dalton
Nah,
Connect. It's
the young boy.
It's another one they got coming off the bench. Hold on.
I don't know his name, but I see.
It's
talking about.
it's like Lavere.
I've seen him. I've seen him. I know you're talking
like
about.
I just seen him talking about. Yeah, they definitely do.
Because Austin Reeves a baller. Like
hey man, look, I've said years ago, man, you need a white boy every now and then to knock you down some threes, man.
That's his name, Laravia.
Yeah,
okay. They ain't like no white boy that knock you down some threes.
Yeah,
they the white boys that give you a little
yeah,
something and go to the hoop.
Yeah, Slim Nat Cal. Slim that C. Lou talking about is Nat Cal Corver. Like, yeah, don't.
He ain't like that. It's like I got a handle and I'm gonna get to the hoop too. Like,
yeah. Austin Reeves' development has surprised me a lot, man. He surprised me,
and I feel like Luka and LeBron be holding back his game because whenever them niggas is out. Austin Reeves go for 50.
Yeah. But him and Luka kind of work well together too. I mean, he's not gonna drop 50, but Austin Reeves still gonna get his. It's gonna be interesting when LeBron do get back, how all that's gonna look, because Austin Reeves, his production gonna dip a little bit.
Luka gonna be gonna take some of them shots now.
LeBron gonna take some shots, and we're gonna be talking about how the Lakers, gonna be a playing team.
Yeah,
that's it. We're gonna be talking about that.
Fourth seed right now, ain't they? Like the fourth seed or something like that.
Yeah, they got off to a good start. I think they're like 8-3, but I don't know that I believe in the Lakers really like that.
Which is weird because I mean LeBron James, say what you want, top 10 player right now. If you want to play the game, we'll say 15, but. I'm not willing to go lower than a top 15 player in the league, LeBron James. I ain't willing to do that. And
I still wouldn't do that even at his big age of 41.
Yeah, 41. I ain't willing. I'm not willing to go no lower than 15 on LeBron James right now. This dude is still averaging 25, 7 and 7 at that age. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't willing to go there. But him and Luka, we talking about two of the best players in the league, and we don't hopes are not high for the Lakers. Hopes are not high. At least, I mean, maybe the Laker fans feel different, but certainly not from me looking from the outside looking in. Now, this don't look like to me like, oh, they about to take that step.
Nah, not yet. Not yet.
They just gotta continue developing the young guys. But I think like that ain't for LeBron. Like it's for Luka. Like I said, Laravia and Austin Reeves. And if they keep Rui, I think that's like your core going forward. But I don't think they ready this year.
And see if Bronny, start to develop something, he might be a part of that too.
I'm hoping for him. Let me be clear. I'm hoping for him. Let me be clear. I want him to be on the Los Angeles Lakers. And not just take breaks and go to the developmental league for 2 weeks and then come back and I want him to be a Laker, but you know what I'm saying. But I ain't seen it yet.
Yeah,
nah.
I do like my young gun in Miami, the Khalil Ware. I like that. I like him. It's his second year, but I think he can develop into a nice big man for us.
For sure.
Yeah. Shout out to Eric Spoelstra, man. His house caught on fire last week. I heard. It was all over the news and stuff.
Oh yeah. Condolences.
Yeah, luckily I know he wasn't there because they was in Denver, I think, that weekend when his house caught on fire.
Yeah. Glad nobody got hurt.
Yeah. Best coach in the NBA. I don't care what nobody say.
That's right. Yeah. He one of them ones for sure.
Definitely one of them ones.
When it's all said and done. I mean, he's in the top 15 when they had when they did the NBA 75 and then they did the top 15 coaches of all time. He was in that 15. So
Pat Riley been giving him shit and he been making 4-course meals with that.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Facts. Nigga said, I don't want KD. I don't want to give up what's the name to get KD. That's crazy.
Hey,
man.
See, Lou, man,
we appreciate you coming on, bro. Before we let you go, man, let the people know where they can reach you, how they can connect with you and tap in with what you're doing.
Yeah. Get out of the thing, boy. So yeah, you can find me on
he did this last time he was on.
Man.
His son was messing with him on the side.
But this time he ain't got no shirt on. He trying to stick his head in over there like that. Bro, like, get out the camera, dog. Oh, he trying to watch the basketball game. Okay. But yeah, so you can find me on Twitter. That's mostly where I be at DropBallsPod. You can find me on Instagram at DropBalls_pod. And what Blue Sky, I think it's at DropBallsPod as well on Blue Sky. And I mean, really, that's about it. Like Sports After Dark, we run every Sunday night, every Monday night, and every Thursday night immediately after the football game. Unless it's too late, like unless it's like when they was having them 2 games and like the games don't end like 12 o'clock at night, even on Pacific time. Like, then we wasn't running at that point. But mostly we run it every night after the football games. Drop Balls podcast. I'll probably drop something, at some point this year. I feel like it's only right, especially since it's football season. I've been busy as hell. Like I was coaching football. Our season just ended last week. So I got more time on my hands now besides watching film and preparing for next season. Or even next summer or whatever for 7-on-7 and stuff like that. But that's pretty much everywhere you can find me. And Drop Balls Podcast is available on YouTube, Twitch, any podcast platform, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all of that good stuff. So y'all can catch me on there as well.
If anything, man, just let us be your inspiration to get back into potting, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Listen, man, we brought it out of you, man.
I'll be trying, man. It's I get home when I would get home from football practice, I'd be like, man, I'll fix dinner for me and my son. And next thing I know, I'm out like a light. I'd be like, hey, go take a shower. Next thing I know, he like, hey, he about to go. He's telling me good night because I'm already tucked in. Like I'm already out of there. He waking me up, telling me, hey, I'm about to go to bed. So like, yeah.
Old people.
That's a fact.
Old man.
My guy, hey, appreciate you, man. Make sure you send love to the crew for us. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah, we appreciate what they do, what y'all do. And we see you outside, man, in the internet streets, man.
For sure.
Yes,
all
sir.
Right,
yes, sir. Be safe, bro.
Appreciate you.
All
right.
Yes, sir.
My homie C. Lou right there.
Shout out to C. Lou, man. Good man. Man. That's the peoples over there, man. Shout out to the I'm about to have a brain fart because I'm tired as hell. Shout out to the crew over there, Sports After Dark. You know what I'm saying? Much success. Hope everything going well over there.
Ashley, Young Hev. Shout out to them.
Shout out to the whole crew. Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Absolutely.
I do not want to end this podcast on a sad note, but I mean, I will try my best to do this because we need to do it, and then quickly pivot to some nonsense. Let's say I want to say rest in peace to Cowboys defensive lineman Marshawn Nealon, who passed away, suicide. I mean, I don't know how algorithms feel about that term suicide, but it just is what it is. I won't get into the whole, how, who, what, when, where. Rest in peace. I don't, I'm not gonna pretend like we knew a whole lot about him as a football player, as a person, but certainly I would say this is tough to live life, let alone be a NFL professional football player. I know he had some mental health things, or he had some issues going on. I don't know about his mental health. I know he had some things going on with his mother recently passing. That's tough for anybody to go through.
Thanks for mentioning that, because nobody really talked about that part of the story there. So
Yeah.
appreciate you giving that information out.
Yeah, and because I'm not, again, at the end of the day, somebody has left the earth, and regardless of how you feel about the afterlife and your thoughts on, suicide, he's no longer on this earth, and people are affected by it,
Yeah.
and and I want to
Yeah.
say prayers and thoughts and condolences to those people he left behind. Because I don't know what's going on in that man's life, and I got my own personal thoughts about suicide that we won't get into tonight. You know what I'm saying? But rest in peace, rest in paradise. And thoughts and prayers to everybody involved.
Yeah. I think that like most deaths, man.
Yeah, bro. Yep, you just know that you're going out, and I hope you're going to be prepared to repeat these thoughts all over again. Maybe that's the the kind of comedic relief we're going to need, because it's for certainly a sad situation. You were saying though, nope, you went out and came back. We gotta love this. You
just as so Maestro, just so you know, I already know when I'm about to go out because I
yeah.
always get that message at the
Oh.
top that says reconnecting, dot. So
Well, let's go ahead and get your thoughts. Let's go ahead and get your thoughts out so we can get these picks in and get the hell up off of here.
yeah, but no, like you, I mean, I echo everything you said in regard
sure.
to this young man. Death is always a sad thing, no matter how it's how it happens. And like you said, people are affected, as most deaths affect anyone that person is close to. So
Yeah.
I while we're talking about this, I do want to give a shout out to Michael Ray Richardson. Rest in peace to him. He passed away this past week, also at the age of 70.
And Lenny Wilkins.
And Lenny Wilkins too.
Yeah.
Prayers out to those families affected by these gentlemen, in their lives. I'll say, as far as Richardson is concerned, I don't know really a lot about him. He did play for the Knicks back in the day, but that was only from 78 to 82, and I wasn't even born yet. So, but he played with the Warriors, Nets, years later, and then he ended up playing overseas for some other teams and stuff like that. He was an all-star for about 4 times throughout his NBA career, so he does have some accomplishments there. I do want to highlight that as well. But yeah, rest in peace to Michael Ray Richardson and to Lenny Wilkins also, which player and coach.
Yeah.
By the way, also definitely remember him as a coach for sure.
For sure. Before we get into the picks, I want to say, Jaylen Brown, go to Turkey, man. Go to Turkey, get the work done.
Is this about the hair?
Yeah, go to Turkey, bring Turkey to you. You know what I'm saying? You a millionaire, multi-millionaire, bring Turkey to you. Come on, man. We ain't got to keep doing this. We ain't got to keep doing this Beijing thing that's getting off on players' clothes. We ain't got to keep doing it.
Did it on the Wizards, right? On one of the Wizards players, right?
Yeah, I think he did it to Keyshawn George. I always mess his name up. Keyshawn, whatever his name is. Shout out to you, though. Hey, man, you don't gotta keep doing this, bro. Let's go ahead and get the surgery. Let's tighten this up, man. Let's tighten this up, bro.
Did it on one of the Knicks players also.
Yeah,
and I think when he played the Wizards, that was the second time it happened. So
third time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's tighten that up. Hey, Jaylen Brown, let's tighten that up, bro. Let's go ahead and tighten that up. Let's get in the picks,
facts.
man.
Facts. Let me address one thing real quick, because while we had Silu on here, and we always like to welcome in people that come into the chats and stuff, and so shout out to Vol Don't Lie, who was watching us on YouTube while we were having the Indianapolis Colts discussion.
Let me be clear. We do not. Trey does. I don't read that shit.
Well, let me clarify, because anytime you put something in the chat that's in relation to the conversation at the time, then yes, I will read the chat and I will give you the shout out. But if you're talking about why Shador ain't starting in Cleveland, we wasn't talking about the Browns. I'm sorry, we wasn't talking about Cam and the Tennessee Titans, even though we kind of referenced them a little bit.
Okay, but shout out to Vol Don't Lie, and we want you to watch.
For sure.
We want you to watch,
sure.
right?
So let's address. We appreciate it.
Let's address it real quick. Shador Sanders is not liked by the NFL, so he is not starting and he's not getting the opportunity in the Cleveland Browns. What was his question about? That's my response. Come on, bro. It's the Cleveland Browns. What the fuck? Like, come on, bro. I don't know how old you are. I don't know about your life's journey, but we know Cleveland don't give a fuck about being a good football team. We know this, right?
You think he's not going to get the opportunity these next several games?
Sure, maybe, but what will it matter at that point?
Because Deshaun Watson warming up.
What will it? Yeah, like what will it matter? What will it matter at that point?
They got to account for that $230 million.
Let's be very clear. Let's be very clear where I stand. Pre-draft, there was a conversation had amongst the family, that said something to the effect of, I don't want to play in Cleveland, or I don't want my son to play in Cleveland. It was something of that effect. The NFL heard it and the Cleveland Browns heard it. They made it their conscious decision to draft Dillon Gabriel before they drafted Shador Sanders, even though Shador Sanders was ranked as a top quarterback in the draft. They drafted him anyway. They watched him play the best game out of the quarterbacks in the preseason, and then still decided to make him the number 3 quarterback behind Dillon Gabriel, and maybe only because Deshaun Watson was hurt. So we know how they feel about Shador Sanders, and that's why. I don't know what the question was about Cam Ward. You want to find that, or you off it?
Oh. Nah, he was just saying that he roots for the Titans, and
y'all don't have a team to ruin Cam. You don't have a team yet, bruh. That's that. I'm sorry, bruh. Y'all don't have a team yet. Y'all don't have a team yet. What did you do? Who's your number 1 receiver?
And this whole, I don't know what he was talking about there. If you're Jacksonville, go get Cam. I don't know what he was.
Bro.
There, but
all right, bro.
He kind of was all over the place. But
we'll
shout out to you,
and shout out to you.
Yeah. Shout out to you. Continue to watch. Follow.
And if you say
subscribe.
Things, and let's be clear about what happens on this podcast. If you say things that don't make sense, we're gonna. If we notice it, like it just gotta bug us enough, and maybe we're asking for stupid comments. And I'm not saying your comment is stupid. Maybe we're asking for stupid comments when we say we're not going to pay much attention to you. I just know Maestro. I'm hardly ever looking at comments. I'm way more engaged in talking to my mans. But I hear you. We will make an attempt to do better because we value your viewer.
Maestro will make an attempt to do better. Because
look, fifth wall, right? Or fourth wall. We could have in transition said shout out to such and such who asked this question. Like there's ways we could have done it.
Sure.
Yeah. So that goes back to what he's saying. That's a reasonable question to ask. We will do better.
Yes.
We value your watch. We will do better. Vol, what was the name?
Vol don't lie.
Vol don't lie.
To answer directly, yes, we do read chat. I will say if your comment's interesting, we will definitely share it. We will give you the shout out.
We need to pay attention to the conversation. Yeah. But I also agree that we can hit some of these questions in transition.
Yeah, sure. We got it for sure.
Say less.
Sure. Let's go, man. Thursday night. I'm picking the Patriots over the Jets.
Yep, absolutely.
That, man.
Yep.
Got a couple of bad football teams right here, man. Commanders and the Dolphins. How you feeling about this one?
Give me the Dolphins overseas.
All right, I'm gonna take the Commanders just because you picked the Dolphins.
Sure.
Falcons hosting the Panthers. I'm taking the Falcons. I meant to say Falcons. I'll take the Falcons at home over the Panthers. They won't get the sweep. One of the good games of the week, Bucks at the Bills. How you feel about this one?
It's November, man. Give me Buffalo.
James Cook, 100 plus yards. Gonna be tough to come by against his defense, but I'm still picking the Bills.
Yeah.
Chargers at Jacksonville. This should be a good game, but it's
Give
honestly
me Jacksonville.
It's honestly two teams that we both think are gonna drop out of the wild card at the end of the day. Although I'm feeling a little different about the Chargers. I'm gonna take the Chargers on the road because I don't know how you're Jacksonville and you could come back from blowing a 20-something point lead to Davis Mills. I don't know how psychologically you can come back from that.
Or this is exactly how you come back. You play inspired football because you know that you dropped the ball, and then you just go back to your losing ways. I give me the Jacksonville and give me Jacksonville.
Man, they not about that life, man. They got no dogs on that team. All right, Bears at the Vikings. Give me Chicago on the road.
Yep.
Packers, who lost another, low-scoring game because of their offense not showing up, get to play the Giants under Mike Kafka, I think, is the interim moving forward here. I'm going to take the Packers on the road. I think they get the ship, get the ship right. Bengals at Pittsburgh. Joe Burrow, it's not his time yet. I heard him say he was.
No, it's next week. They're looking for a week 11. They're looking for a week 11 return. I don't think he's going to play this week. So you already know how I'm rocking, bro. Give me the Pittsburgh Steelers. And in fashion of me picking the Pittsburgh Steelers versus Colts game, I'm going to give me the Pittsburgh Steelers over the Cincinnati Bengals. Give me 38. Give me 38 to 20. Give me 38 to 30. Give me 38-30 Pittsburgh Steelers.
I was going to say, I would have said 38 to 30 also. It sounded like you was about to go 28-38 or something like that, or 24-38.
Yeah, give me 38-30 Pittsburgh.
They're going to put up some points here. It's in Pittsburgh, I guess. Is Flacco playing, I guess?
I would assume so.
Okay. He's had some big games in that stadium, but them niggas can't tackle for nothing, bro. I'm going Pittsburgh. There's time to catch up. Texans in Nashville to face the Titans. Yeah. I'm taking the Texans defense over the Tennessee Titans.
Yep.
San Francisco playing the Cardinals, who were going to be without Marvin Harrison Jr. for this week. I'm taking the 49ers.
Yep.
Big
Good
game
here.
Big game. 7-2 versus 7-2 right here, man. Look, I guess if you want a Seattle train, man, I mean, you kind of got to go Seahawks here on your end, right?
That's where I'm going.
All right. I will take the Rams at home. Big game on both sides. Ravens over the Browns. You know where I'm at with that. Dylan Gabriel, has not looked good. Not even looked good against the Jets last week. Another big game. Chiefs in Denver taking on the Broncos. How you feel about this one?
I want to pick Denver just for things to be interesting in the West, but this is Kansas City. This is the time when the best teams prove they're the best teams. Give me Kansas City on the road.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the safe pick here, and that's the Chiefs. It wouldn't surprise me if Denver pulled this one out. It wouldn't surprise me one bit. Denver,
not at all.
I still think Denver's a good team. I still think offensively they got some things they got to work on, because what the hell was that against the Raiders last Thursday? Quite frankly, a few games prior to that, their offense has been kind of shaky. So I still think they're a good team, but I will stay with the safe pick and pick Kansas City. Sunday night, got another good one right here. Lions at the Eagles. How you feel about this one?
Eagles.
I'm gonna pick Detroit. This is one of those places where Detroit don't win a lot. You know what I mean? Like it seems like it's about that time for Detroit to make a statement that, you know, these types of games this time of year in that city in that kind of weather, you know, they make a statement here. I'm gonna take the Lions on the road.
Okay.
Monday night, you got the Cowboys and the Raiders. I'm gonna pick the Cowboys.
Yeah, but I think they hang 40.
That's a hot take. They're capable though. They certainly capable against this team for sure.
Yeah, I'm not talking about. Yeah, I'm just talking about what that offense is and what that other team is offensively. I haven't really had an opportunity to look at their defense too crazy. But yeah, I think Cowboys hang 40 on them.
Yeah, no, I'm with you there.
Now I'm not saying the Raiders won't have 37. I'm just saying the Cowboys hang 40.
Yeah, you make a good point. It could be a shootout situation.
Yeah.
I'll watch, I guess, but if that thing gets out of hand,
Sure,
quick, I'm changing the channel ASAP. Quick shout out to everybody watching. Want to give a shout out to some folks on IG Live. We got Miss Mocha Bella. Been a minute since we heard from you. Appreciate you. Got our dog Hen up in here. Also,
yes, sir.
The One Piece Shark. That's the homie Paris Sharky right there. We got Courtney Harden also watching us on IG Live. Appreciate everybody tuning in. And you know, everybody that's watching us on YouTube, we appreciate you guys as well. You too, Vol Don't Lie. Definitely want to give you another shout out.
Yes, sir.
Pays and Plays podcast. I see you. Hen was up in here earlier also. And you know, big props for CeeLu coming through tonight with you know, some dope conversations for sure, man. Continue to follow us. We got the Facebook page. Also, subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can also follow us on Twitch. Also follow us on Twitter at Barbershop SPOR2. Also on Instagram at Barbershop Sports Talk Podcast. If you got questions, comments, hit us up on the email at barbershopsportstalk1@gmail.com. And if you're listening on the audio side, whether it's iHeartRadio, Google Play, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, write a review. Let us know what you think about the show. It definitely goes a long way. And if nothing else, man, this was another dope episode. Looking forward to next week. Love, peace, happiness to everybody out there. And as like we always like to say to end this out, mind your damn business.
Drink some water.
Oh yeah, we got him. Trey, Frazier, and Maestro Styles, you know we got one. Right back like we left something. We don't duck smoke, we want all of it. So line them up, Trey sharp with the blade, you know we sizing it up. I'm quick to catch the fade, you know Styles making the cut. Cause we coming out clean every time that we showing up.
It's gonna be called The Barbershop.